We are live. It's possible that this will go to shit because I'm attempting to screen share while streaming, which did not work last time, but that was because I was in a place with really shitty internet. My internet here is good, I think, and I'm on Ethernet, so we're trying
Perhaps.
again.
The stream is paused for me. I don't know if that's...
How about now with
OBS?
OBS?
Never mind.
Just
There we
started
go.
for me.
What about now that I have the live chat open? Can you still see it?
Yep.
Okay.
As long as it's just Link standing.
Yes, yeah.
And being
Okay.
a character.
I like moving now. Don't know what I'm doing today. I don't remember what I was doing in this game in general.
Oh, you know.
I hear a cat.
I am cat sitting, so there may occasionally be cat noises.
Understandable. I think I will travel to Central Hyrule and probably ask people what they would like me to do. Because I did like 2 of the Divine Beasts in a row. I don't want to do another one just yet, but I do want to decide where I'm
I don't
actually
even
going.
freaking remember.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a long time.
Hi play, bye
Yes.
play. Starting the stream off with cat noises.
She's a very, very vocal kitty. I've never met a cat that's just constantly like, meow. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
I liked that. I've never seen a cat that's just that's constantly like wow, and then 2 seconds later, wow.
Okay, I'm gonna make a poll. I don't remember the regions, but which direction should I go? And the answers are yes and no. Okay, northwest,
There's snow area,
northeast,
forest area, desert area, bitch area.
central,
I like bitch
Or-
area.
southwest.
Cheese bridge area.
I should have peed before we started.
You can go now. It'll take a few
What
minutes
if
before you
you're-
have to do much of anything of
What
substance.
if you're required 600 Ps per day?
Shut up.
Hey, I pee a lot.
I drink a lot. So I have to pee a lot. It makes sense. Liquid go in, liquid come out.
I don't pee a lot, but it's... Well, I mean, I do. I don't drink a lot, but it started happening when I started taking estrogen. So... I don't remember why I had a beacon over there, but I will attempt to follow it. Apparently I have a lot of
There is no
beacons set. Oh, the beacon's like all the way down there. Okay. Fortress is East.
I'm dying.
Don't know how long I'll run this
Oh, no.
poll for. Don't know how long I'll run this poll for. What's that? Some logs or something?
Just to be clear, the screen share is not supposed to be transmitting sound from the game, right?
Right. Yeah,
Okay.
I can't do that.
Yeah, like the game's
That's
quiet
fine.
all the time anyway. I was just making sure.
Weast? Yes? Okay. Can I help you? There's nothing out there, it's just more of
There's
the
nothing
earth.
down there.
Some birds. Except there actually were some birds when I said that.
Yes.
Ooh.
It's telling me encoding overloaded, but no dropped frames, so...
I'm not actually watching the stream, so people who are watching the stream will have to say. Oh, and Serena said it's lagging like a Wolverine.
Okay,
It's
but-
also lagging for me watching the stream, but not in the screen share, so...
I need to hear from more people because like the thing is that was happening during one of the Brilliant Diamond streams anyway, even though I wasn't screen sharing, and that was just YouTube's fault. Like there was nothing I could do about that. So
I'm looking at the stream and it is super slideshowy.
Yeah.
I will give it a couple of
Pixie, come here.
minutes.
Oh. Did you go for 2 seconds without being next to me, and now you're like, no, gotta be near a person? She just curled up near my feet, and I cannot with this cat. I love her.
You're gonna steal this cat, aren't you?
The odd thing is, I don't,
I
like...
just might.
Like, again, the VOD was fine for the Brilliant Diamond thing, and the VOD will be fine here too, so I'm not exactly sure how streams work, but, like, again, it's telling me no dropped frames, which...
Seems to be a lie.
It's not a lie, because, if there was a dropped frame, that would mean that YouTube never received it, and that would mean that it won't be there even in the VOD. But when this was happening last time, like I said, the VOD was fine, which meant it was receiving it, just not, like, fast enough, I guess? Question mark?
Yeah, it's a little weird.
Which, the only thing I can assume is that, one, there's just something to do with, like, YouTube's infrastructure that makes this, you know, screen sharing not a good idea for whatever reason. In which case, maybe I should consider doing Twitch, but fucking nobody would watch. And the other, like, possibility I see is that it's due to just my laptop not being, like, powerful enough to do both at the same time without having this issue. But anyway, if it hasn't improved, then I guess I'll cut the screen share and restart the stream, so...
Yeah, unfortunate.
Should... Okay, we should be back to being live. I will jump in the water to test this. Let me know if I'm in the water for you guys with some ducks.
You're going to
You
the
have
water.
reached the water.
Okay. Is it better?
It's better, but still a little laggy.
Okay. Well, that'll be YouTube then. There's nothing I can do about that.
Yeah.
Guys in chat, let me know if it seems better to you guys, and then afterwards, please don't say anymore, because I don't need to have the whole stream full of chat about problems that I can't do anything about after that point.
Yeah, I would say it's you know, magnitude's better than it was before. It's still not smooth, but it's tolerable.
Oh. I made the bird off noise and it attracted the cat.
Yeah. I won't want to do it with one of these streams that are like, you know, part of a series. But if I do like a one-off, next time I do a one-off stream, I might do it on Twitch. Just see if that helps at all. Alright, time to do a shrine.
Pixie.
Remember to vote in the poll if you guys have a preference for where I go today.
Magnitudes.
I put...
Today's Friday, right? The
That means the
Medsalon hasn't gone
vote
off yet,
contest is
but...
on today.
Medsalon hasn't gone off yet, but I may as well get that out of the way.
Oh. No, no, don't eat that. Please don't eat that.
Do you want to see me displace a calcium deposit?
Yeah, with a calcic image, whatever it's called. Displacement.
The cat has
shit.
discovered headphones.
Oh no. Tempered power. I will take you there with my power.
I'm trying to remember what caused the... Wasn't it just from, like... blowing some type of gas on an object would cause the...
Yeah, it was, I believe it was helium, or something like that.
I forgot that you can have no peace when there's a cat on the bed because she just attacked my feet and I wasn't doing anything.
Oh yeah, that's why we had to have our doors closed at night, when I was a kid, because my cat was very, very gentle and well behaved, with one exception, which was that, if you got into your room at night, he would mistake your feet for mice and, like, attack and scratch at them.
She's just, like, super playful and wants to, like, do everything. Do you have toys?
What does this switch
Probably
do?
have toys somewhere.
I have not been
Okay.
able to figure out what this switch does.
Oh, you know.
Oh, it just replaces the ball. I see. Tempered power.
I'll be right
I'm
back.
guessing this is gonna be a stasis. All right. Guessing this is a
I'm
stasis
sorry that I
thing.
have lasagna in my throat. Oh, is this the golf one?
Oh,
This is the one.
okay.
that,
It just didn't move. Good.
Martin tried to find a way to cheese for like fucking half an hour.
Here's the thing, okay? I think I've worked out how I feel. I don't mind weapon durability in all cases except for shrine puzzles that involve hitting stuff.
Yeah.
This is the only time where I'm like, dear God. Wow, how fucking many times do I have to hit it? That's...
Yeah, I guess it would be kind of cool if, you know, you got a temporary weapon when you entered one and then you could...
I mean, it did give me a weapon, but... Like, I thought spears were better for launching things, like, in a precise sort of direction. Okay.
There's no cocoa marshmallows, and every day the rats eat a little bit more of my foot.
Okay, that seemed to work. I bet there will be more. Oh, sure
Yeah,
enough.
I don't like the durability in general either, but it's like, you know, it works for some stuff, but I don't.
I was talking
like,
about my opinion.
I don't like. It basically just leads to the hoarder mentality where I never want to use my good weapons, and anytime I find a new one, I have to decide like, what do I have that's the worst, and throw that out, even if I've never used it. It's just due to the way that I play games.
Is that the end? Huh. Alright, what's around here? Oh boy, we got one more. Okay, makes sense, I suppose.
I keep seeing YouTube recommend a video to me that's like, can you complete all 120 shrines without any of the root abilities? It's like,
Oh, yeah, it was
guessing
recommended that one
not.
to me.
For some reason, she has a Marini Pokemon card stuck in her mirror beside, like, 2 photos.
I see.
Cat, I don't think you're supposed to go up there. Hey. Sorry.
So you're currently, like, at your teacher's house?
Yes.
Good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pixie.
Yeah, it should be some kind of, like, magic weapon that's, like, you can't take it out of the shrine, but it has no durability. That would be a good way of doing it.
Yeah. It's just like a rubber spoon. I don't know why it's a spoon, and I don't know why it's rubber. But I like the idea.
Ooh, chainsaw to the dick. Alright, well. I got that right, I just needed to not hit it that extra time, I guess. Durability is an artificial difficulty. I just don't see the issue. Like, this is the only time it's come up. I don't know if I'm crazy or...
I feel like I'm weird because I enjoy the durability for the fact that it forces me to use different things. Because it lets me not hoard a bunch of weapons, even though I definitely still do.
Yeah. I can see that, because it's like in Minecraft, whenever I get, like, you know, a diamond weapon or, like, piece of armor or something that has, like, a bunch of good enchantments, like, you can keep repairing it, but eventually it becomes impossible to do so, and that pisses me off, because then you have to start from scratch again, and, like, that's the point, but it still annoys
There's,
me.
like, the things that are, like, too good to use, and then you just end up not using them because you're afraid you're never gonna get to use them again, so you just never do it ever.
Yeah.
No, I thought I counted and...
Sheikah chainsaw.
Is that
You're
a
thinking
thing?
of, thinking of Corin's
Oh,
sword?
that is a thing.
Wait, it is?
Yeah, you can make like a chainsaw at the place with the dude. I think his name is Robbie.
Oh
You
god.
can make like different weapons, and there's like the armor that you can make with them. Yeah, I think a chainsaw is one of them. Is that a grumpy cat plush? Sorry.
But you don't pick up every stick,
I'm
though.
discovering things.
Like, I don't know how you're playing the game, but you get...
Yeah, there's no reason to pick up every stick. You know, if
Well,
I, like...
5. Okay, if this doesn't work, I don't know what will. What the fuck? 6 is too many. 5 doesn't reach. How do you do it? I don't understand. No, this is the one it gave me.
Maybe you have to like ricochet it off of something.
That would be ass. That would be so
That
fucking
would be
fun.
ass.
Like,
Hey, you can make it so that the Master Sword doesn't need to recharge. You just have to go through literal fucking hell to do it.
I don't understand. I just can't understand. Flowey ran away. This is not going to be worth it.
It's gonna be a stick and $2.
Can you like pick up the ball and place it like a little bit further?
5, then
maybe?
switch to spear. So at what? So I do like 5.5 hits? That's not a bad idea, I guess. Save scum for the puzzle? Well, I mean, that's not how it works. I'm going to have to do the whole thing over again anyway.
You can't save mid-shrine.
I don't think so. At least it won't remember that I did. Okay, and then... Come on. Asshole! What the fuck? You don't even have time to switch, apparently, which is weird, because I could get 6 hits in. Okay, I don't know what's going on.
Har.
It's luck? Oh, okay. Yeah, great. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then switch. Ass! If I had hit it like one less time. Okay, so you do want to switch weapons. That's the trick to it.
It's dumb.
That was almost.
Four, 5. Quick, quick, quick. This is why I hate the D-pad. Yeah, I've never heard anyone else have this problem with the D-pad, but they're either just fucking liars or I don't know what. Half the time when you press a side, it will press up or down instead. It doesn't work. Like, this is why the D buttons are superior. I know you hate the D buttons, but like...
Who?
You.
Do I?
I thought you did.
Apparently.
I mean, I don't ever really use the D-pad in Switch games that much, so I don't know.
I also don't, except for a couple Harvest Moon games, the like menu is on the D-pad.
Yeah, I was gonna say, there are several games that make you use the D-pad.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's times that force it. I'm just...
I mean, at least they don't make you click in the fucking stick to do
plays Ridley.
attacks. Stupid.
Like, there's no markings on the floor for, like, good places to stand,
Skyward
so you
Sword.
just have to fucking...
Oh.
Okay.
You do have to click in the stick to run fast in Metroid Dread, though.
Yeah.
You apparently can also do that in Arceus. I didn't know that.
Oh. Yeah, that's a thing.
Was this
I've
also
never
saved
tried
from,
it.
from this puzzle? Nope. Yeah, see, you try to load an autosave from within the dungeon, it just fucking puts you at the
That's
start.
the entire thing.
Yep.
That's lame. Oh my god, I get this so lame. That's an endless shot.
Yep. Wait, and... oh, I actually have the later one, which means that this is actually already used in durability. So the only Switch game you don't use the Pro Controller for because of the D buttons. Understandable.
I can hear the cat howling from downstairs.
The wind is howling.
Nope, she's coming back.
Okay.
So what does it actually mean to be a cat sitter other than just, you know, putting out food, cleaning the litter box? Like, you don't have to do anything else really, right?
No, not really. I mean, I'm watering her plants, but that's just because I'm staying here, and she's like, can you please? And I'm like, yeah, sure.
Easier to whistle sprint on Joy-Cons? Makes sense.
But I'm basically just here to play with the cat.
Okay.
And it's like
Push that
5
cat.
days, and she's like, I'm gonna pay you $200 for this, and I'm like, cool, I would have done it for free.
But what's 200 cat in real money? And by that I mean like New Zealand dollars.
1 Albanian lek.
You're being loud.
Can I change the stream title to with Bikdip letters and letters teacher's cat?
Ow. I just threw my head back in laughter and then banged my head on the wall. So, that's where we're at.
What's the cat's name?
Pixie.
I'm doing it.
No, don't step on the laptop keyboard. You're such a cat. And right back on. Oh my god.
There you go.
Did you open it in a new window? What the fuck did you do? Oh, they put it in theater mode. And
love it
started
when,
the stream back to the beginning. Good job.
Yeah, I'm always a fan of when people, or I don't know why I said when people, when like you accidentally hit a key that you didn't mean to, and it's just caused something to happen that you've never seen before, and then you don't know how to change it back.
Right?
I'm sure I've mentioned this at some point,
Okay.
but my keyboard has a button above print screen that just straight up shuts off the entire computer if pressed. So
Good.
I have to be very careful to never press that button.
And giant ancient core to the dick. Live streaming your teacher's house while cat sing sounds like an iCarly plot. Yeah, it kind of does. Hang on, how do I do this? The super suggestion actually worked. I mean, it made sense. How do I see, I clicked the put user in timeout button, but I thought it was gonna ask me, like, how long do you want them to be in timeout? And it has done no such thing. It deleted the message, and now I don't know if... Oh god, all the messages... No!
Yup.
YouTube, come on.
Oh boy.
Can I undo... How do I do that? Okay, feel free to, like, privately message me if you just can't type at all. Like, tell me what it says, Stodge. Because I didn't mean to, like, actually fucking behead you like that. I was just trying to give you a slap on the wrist for being a degenerate.
I didn't mean to behead you. I just wanted to slap you on the wrist.
Yeah, please,
How could
please,
this have happened?
please help me fix this, because YouTube is just giving, like, I click on the thing again, it just says the put user in timeout is still there as, like, an option. I'm guessing it's some kind of inbuilt, like, 10-minute thing or something. I don't know. Because there is also, like, hide user from the channel. I think I can outright ban. I'm not doing that, but it is annoying that I couldn't set the time. Anyway,
How many opinions do you have?
okay, so Northeast won out. I'm closing the poll now, because, yeah.
I actually don't even remember which one I voted for.
Grounded for 300 seconds.
Because I wanted you to go to the forest, but that's like north center. So.
No, I don't want a video on how to unban a user. That's unhelpful.
And then there's 2 regions up here. I know one of them's Akkala. I don't remember the name of the other one. Breath of the...
Why are these all videos? I understand that it's YouTube.
Oh my god.
Like, but still, just give me a step-by-step.
Oh right, the other one's
Elden.
Elden. Okay, even if I do Elden, I'm not doing, like, you know...
The lizard.
Yeah, I'm not doing the thing. But I will make another poll for...
Oh, you have to go to his profile and click on, like, a flag, and then
Really?
put, unban or something. Yeah, if you know his channel name, under channel info there's a flag. Click on it to unblock.
I didn't unblock,
Or
though. I
unban.
just timed out. I assume that's different.
I don't know. This is what it's giving me.
YouTube, why are your moderation tools so shitty? You had to call them more in mind than... Well, even still.
Maybe that's why, you know, it's so difficult to work with YouTube staff about, like, you know, accounts getting banned and stuff, because they use the same tools and they just can't figure them out.
Maybe.
Ooh, are those the Tingle Islands over to the right? Obviously, we need to deal with those.
Yes. Oh god. I'm trying to ironically insert an emoji into the poll. Oh, here we go.
I don't know why I remember the Tingle Islands, but I do, and I remember that
Oh yeah, the Tingle Islands.
while Vinny was doing them, he was talking about the like what the fuck am I saying? The mixologist named Brian with a Q that would try to like make you drinks with yak fur. That's pretty good.
You can't tell. It doesn't tell you how long you're in timeout. Man, what the fuck? Okay, I am gonna try to fix this, because this is an issue, a problem of my own creation. You've commented on something, right? I should be able to find comments from you, even if it's been a while. Let me manually go to YouTube Studio. I will try to multitask. Hang on, which way am I going? Okay, I did. Okay, let me talk to like people in the here. Can't even vote in the poll. Oh no, I'm sorry. Okay, I will try to fix this. There's comments. Okay, guess I'm just scrolling through comments. If you remember a specific video you've commented, feel free to tell me to speed up my search here.
Everybody's peeing.
Everybody's peeing, everybody's peeing, everybody's peeing, everybody's peeing.
So, what are we doing? Just figuring out why YouTube sucks.
Oh, there we go.
Yes.
Okay,
Oh,
I found
he's
a
back.
comment. Oh. Okay, I guess it was like probably about 5 minutes then. Also, I think the Starch is a thing. Where's the chat? Like, there we go. Okay. I guess I didn't need to do anything. Man. YouTube, get your shit together. Alright, fine. Kish.
Suck
What's your story?
I don't know. I'm not two skulls. I don't have a story.
The stream needs a random Hadou blocking like 2/3 of it.
Yes.
I liked the Mario Odyssey stream I did where there was just like the border of Hadous that I left on for fucking forever because I forgot they were there.
Yeah. I don't want to wake anyone up. Pikango. You look like a Sheikah. Oh, it's this guy. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't have anything to show you. I'm sorry. Actually, wait. Yeah, I totally do. Because it's just going to pick like a random picture, right? Yeah. Hyrule Castle. Stage 1, 19 ceremonies. It's in ruins. Okay. Alright. What the fuck is up, Hestu? I have a shit ton of Korok seeds I can buy slots from you from, and that'd be nice. Hey, Drake. Oh boy.
Obviously, Hestu is a descendant of the asshole from Legends that keeps charging you increasingly large amounts to upgrade your backspace.
Yes.
Oh my fucking god. I hate that guy.
It's like, all right, now you have the technique to hold one more item, but you know, for a measly 500,000 Poké Dollars, you could fit in one more item. Should I do it? No. Well, you never know when one space might mean the difference between life and death, but okay. Fuck
As
off.
if I hadn't, like, been totally fine and never run out of bag space for the last 20 upgrades.
Not put down for at least now, trying to beat each other's high score. Nice. Well, congratulations, Play, for making something that people apparently wanted to actually play.
Oh my god.
For some reason.
I still haven't played the version with the terrible, like, acceleration issues.
Yeah, me neither.
I should do it right now.
Okay.
I was going to watch that video, but I actually specifically have not yet because I Heart Evil once asked me, have you watched this video yet? You should ask Bikdip to unban me. And I'm like, no, I'm never watching the video now.
No, I put some amount of effort into that video.
Okay, fine. I will watch it.
Thanks. He's getting ready to play.
You were more important than I Heart Evil.
I'm so touched.
Pixie fell asleep at the end of the bed, and she's really cute, but I also really want to pet her because she's so cute, but I don't want to wake her up because she's cute.
Understandable. I mean, while I'm here, like, I don't know the next time I'm gonna see Hestu. I may as well give myself a bunch of fucking weapon slots, right?
That's true. I think he only does, like, a few at a time until he fucks off, though.
I know you're kidding, but I do really think Oud is probably one of the best games ever made. Like, it's weird, because that game's gone through a journey. It comes out, it's, like, lauded as, like, you know, fucking genre-defining. It's, like, a once-in-a-lifetime game. And then, you know, people start to cool off on it a bit, and they're like, okay, it's still really good. And then you get kind of this the nostalgic look back where people are like, this is truly one of the greatest games ever. Then you get the backlash with all the people that are like, no, actually the game's, like, super overrated. And then, and I think people are kind of, you know, neutralized on it now, where, like, oh, you also had the phase where, like, all the Link to the Past fans crawled out of the woodwork, and, like, actually this one's, like, way better. Okay, I'm gonna close the poll, because I'm pretty sure, yeah, 8 votes, all but one of them for Akkala. We're going to Akkala. Pack your bags, we're going to Memphis. We will briefly be passing through Elden,
I
but...
cannot get a single word in this game. I fucking hate it so much.
I'm very glad
that it was made. but it's so fucking frustrating to play.
Oh, are you playing worst?
Yes.
I love it.
What do you mean dropped frames? Nope, 0 dropped frames. That's YouTube's end. Not my problem. Sorry. If it's too much for you, come back and watch the VOD. I don't know what to tell you. I will provide a small amount of consolation in saying that I will attempt a stream on Twitch at some point. Not a Breath of the Wild stream, but next time I do like a one-off that I think is a good candidate for this, I'll do something on Twitch. You know, and we'll see if the frames are any better there.
Oh, big stretch.
I like the big stretch.
Well, the cat stretched. I have to say it. It's the law.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've recognized that the video is just going to be choppy, and there's not really anything that can be done about it.
Sometimes. It's not always going to be like that.
Current Zelda is overrated, previous Zelda is best. I mean, that is usually how the cycle goes, except...
It's kind of frozen in
the
time.
Wild broke it because everyone says that's the best, and nobody likes Skyward Sword.
Right. I like
Not that
Skyward
that's
Sword.
really the previous.
I'm
but-
enjoying Skyward Sword.
Are you enjoying having to fight the Muppet 3 times?
Okay, well, no. I mean, it's definitely not like my top 10 Zelda game or whatever. Not probably not even my top 5, but like I'm having fun with it at least.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, is I like the game well enough, but it has a lot of flaws that make me like it less than most of the others.
That's fair.
I
am a Link to the Past fan, but I'm not like an avid Link to the Past fan. It was my first Zelda game that I played and beat. Well, did I beat it?
yeah, to get back
I
to
think
my
I did.
playthrough. That game just doesn't really interest me.
That's fair.
Woo!
But like, it's not.
But it's the
also
definitive
not
Zelda
my
experience.
favorite.
How can you not like it?
Yeah, ignoring all the combat. You're gonna finish worst? What is there to add? I'm kind of scared. No, Link having pink hair makes that game worse. Make a hand curse that doesn't look like shit. Make it like Doug's hand.
Or make it just a really shitty JPEG of pork chop that doesn't animate.
No, you know what it needs to be? It needs to be like a Mickey Mouse glove. You know, like those video games that always have a Mickey Mouse glove as the cursor? Not just a hand, but specifically like a white poofy glove. Yeah.
A police car just drove by. What are you doing out here? This is like the fucking boonies. Like we're basically on like the edge of the city.
Living in the city.
Dun, 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 dun.
It's like weird because this is like an actual super nice neighborhood, and I've got like this place to myself for 5 days, and I'm like, I feel
5
out of
days?
place.
The very air around you is burning. Yeah, okay. I'll drink like some
Do
fucking
you have city
antifreeze.
cows out there?
No, the city cows are all in the middle of the city. For some
Middle
reason.
of the city.
Well, it's because we have an agriculture program. because we're
Agriculture program.
Saskatchewan. So the cows are for the agriculture students.
I see.
And the vet techs. I think there's some like vet techs that deal with like larger animals like horses and cows and stuff, and I think they work on them too sometimes.
Cursor Glove is the best FF14 minion. It is pretty good. As soon as I got the Road Sparrow, that's the one that I've stuck with, though. Although I did see there was an anteater and a platypus, which interest me, but they're, like, ludicrously fucking expensive.
My friend has a crab, and she loves the crab because she loves crabs. Oh.
DK should always be black, because DK is black.
I'm taking so many pictures of this cat.
Victor related
She's
stream.
not doing anything, it's just sleeping, but she's so fucking cute.
Tell us about the Victor related stream.
Or dream.
Dream, yeah.
Whereas I just dreamed about cleaning dust for an entire hour. And I had
Amazing.
several cabinets full. Speaking of random stupid shit in FF14, I need to buy the bed mount.
Mm.
You can just fly around on a bed. It's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Nice hot spray. Cursor on the screen on the files has a different name in game. Interesting. You guys ever been to a hot spring? Or
I
anything
have.
similar? Cool.
We went to like a natural hot spring in Jasper when I was like, I think 12 or so.
Mm. It's not exactly a hot spring, but in somewhere in Slovakia near Levice, which is the town that I was born, there was a it's like a it's I don't know what you'd call it. It's like a I don't know. They have swimming pools, like they have cold swimming pools, indoor and outdoor. But then they also have like basically big public baths with like extremely hot like herb and mineral, well probably not herbs, but you know like mineral water for people to bathe in to like relax. So it wasn't like a spa though. I don't think they had like you know spa treatment stuff. It was just like these baths and stuff. And I've been there. Haven't been in like 8 years, and I can't exactly go swimming now anyway, unless I find like, I mean, yeah, I basically just can't.
The dream sounds slightly terrible.
It does. That would be a long
Entire
time.
video history, laughing maniacally. Good.
Like the puppet laugh.
God. Oh yeah, where was that shrine? Where is that shrine of mine?
This little shrine of
Monokuma
mine.
Bikdip? Oh god. Monodip. Or Monobic, I don't know what it would be. Can't go swimming. Yeah. I like could, I guess. They're not hard barriers, but they're like soft barriers. Number one is I'm pretty fucking badly out of shape, and I would just be embarrassed to be like, you know, out in public showing that much of myself. And the other is like, even if I was in better shape, like, I'm trans and have not had surgery. You can't, like, there are swimsuits one can get that, you know, I could go on with like a little swim skirt or something, but... Where is... It's just a shame because I actually liked swimming as a kid.
I do too, but I will never do it.
Well, I don't want these to block me forever. I'm aiming to get into better shape just generally anyway, so maybe if that happens, I'll do something. But I also, like, never go out anymore, so... I don't see that changing, even if I... I actually can't see...
Oh. You just trying to find the shrine that's detecting, or what are you
Yeah.
doing right now? Okay.
It's this direction, it looks like. Also, it's starting to get dark. I will...
It's getting dark soon.
Whoops.
It's getting dark in
Oh,
here,
no.
so take
Gotta
off
build a
all your
turtle
clothes. Why? It was turtle proof. How? It was 3 feet high.
Let's All. Circumcised off fries. 1950s heavy diving suit? Oh, great idea. There it is.
The Persona 4 characters were in Dragon Roba. He'd kill Teddy first. I mean, I agree. I will never not call it Dragon Roba. People are mean to Teddy because he fucking sucks.
Teddy deserves it.
I haven't been keeping up with the streams, but from what I know, Teddy's like fine. He's a little annoying, but...
I do like Alice, Teddy.
Yes. Alice
Yes.
Teddy is better than regular Teddy.
Can agree on that. Passing the flame. I think I remember this.
Oh, is this the one where you have to, like, light all the torches?
Seems so.
It's the only required deck
Some kind of-
usage in the game.
Is this gonna be enough?
Piece of cheese. Piece of cheese.
Ah,
Oh.
I see.
This might not be the same one. There's one that you have to, like, take a torch and, like, use spin attacks and stuff to light all the torches at, like, the same time while, like, dodging water and shit.
I
That was, like,
remember
the
one.
very... Yeah, that was the very first shrine that I ever saw somebody play of this game. It was interesting.
Oh boy, Opal. Yeah, the Persona 3, 4, and 5 are coming to both Steam and Switch, and I think Xbox. So.
X-Backs.
X-Backs! Looking so different, glaring street lights.
Separate inventory for the tool items. Yeah, I mean, that could be helpful. I swear that chest just teleported across the room.
Is it bath time again? You just bathed.
And possibly
David.
hold this key through these, like, you know,
No
vents.
sir.
You just have to whip it.
Oh, with my hand, I can put that with my hand.
God damn it.
Worst.
So anyway, that was pretty easy.
Don't make fun of bathed.
I got a message like a couple minutes ago. I'm like, who messaged me? It was because like a couple hours ago I messaged Melody saying the problem with society is that nobody says lol what anymore. And then she said, I agree, dude.
Oh?
The cat returns.
Pixie, are you awake now?
Oh boy, we got one of these.
Oh my god.
One of what?
You'll see.
Oh, I see. There's children outside, so she is excited. Like, she's like the most vocal cat I've seen. It's kind of adorable and a little bit ridiculous.
I need to fucking catch up on the P4 streams. It's like gonna be so much of that to get through.
Yeah. I mean, you're not really missing a whole lot, honestly.
Well, I enjoyed what I saw at the beginning of them. But yeah, and then I would also like to see him go through P5. That'd be
The part with the
I definitely want to play
Party
P5
music
myself.
playing over the baskets being thrown was my favorite part.
I didn't see that part. I just kind of watch until, like, I go out, really. And I don't actually bother to catch up on them because it's Persona, and I'm like, it's fine. I'll just come back when...
Fair enough.
Yeah. Yes, for those who missed it at the beginning, I am cat sitting for my instructor. So I am just kind of living in her house, and her cat is
Living in the city.
here.
This place is very orange.
Where the fuck is somebody ringing the doorbell? I don't live here.
I didn't
What do
even
I do?
anything.
Oh, that was a good stealth attack you did there.
Yep. Oh boy, red choo-choo jelly. Let's switch to a better weapon, shall we?
It's a child. Why is there a child? I don't know what to do with this child. I don't live here. Oh, maybe he like knocked a ball into the backyard or something. That's a thing that kids do.
I don't know who Snap is. I see the message, but like...
I will send you a picture.
Oh, he totally knocked a ball into the yard. I'm gonna go answer this
Totally
kid.
Ralph that albino cheese ball.
Yes.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
I have sent you a picture.
I can see it. Ooh, 100 rupees. Very nice.
You used to hallucinate Snap. The fuck? What do you mean?
I suppose they used to hallucinate Snap physically appearing before them. I never hallucinated anything. Just putting that out there.
I often do when I am like trying to fall asleep or wake up like in the middle of the night.
Yeah. I'm not certain that I'm capable of it, considering I have aphantasia. Like, I think it's very possible my brain just could not generate such an image.
Yeah, I'll often see like big spiders and bats and shit just on the walls when I wake up.
On the walls. You see Snap in the wallpaper. Huh. Oh, I need to go up here.
Everybody knows it.
Everybody knows it, everybody knows it, everybody knows it.
What if you like climb over a mountain in this game and there's just a Little Caesars?
That'd be good. And it just reminds me of the time that, like, I don't think it was April Fool's. I want to say it was actually... Hello. I want to say this was actually Halloween one day. This is like the morning. I woke up and I went on Minecraft with my friend George, and my friend Mia wasn't on yet, but we expected she would be later. And we were like, what if we prank her? And we were like, okay. So what we did was we created a new world, and we built a gigantic fucking church, and we just like started LARPing as if we were like hardcore Christians, and this was like a Christian Minecraft server. This was before like the Christian Minecraft server meme. And and we did this, and Mia comes on, she's just like, what the fuck? And we're like, no swearing on our Christian Minecraft server. And just doing all this shit, and she was like getting really annoyed. And then we decided to just expand this world. They started like making all these other buildings and stuff, like they made like a lab. I started doing random Undertale pixel art, because I think this was, you know, not long after I played the game. And then also, they decided to build a Wimpy. And I'm just like, what the fuck does this have to do with the rest of the stuff here? Wimpy just being an obscure British fast food restaurant. I like Wimpy. It's a good meme. Not sure which way I should go.
Pixie, don't knock that over. You're the prettiest kitty.
Nope.
Nothing to say to that? Okay, fine. I like that I've been here for an hour and already somebody has run the doorbell.
Yes.
Don't, please stay off the laptop.
Chirps and merps.
She is very chirpy. It is ideal. That way I always know where she is.
Living with the kitty.
I hope that kid got his ball. He was gone by the time I left. Or, like, went downstairs.
What, did it, like, get thrown up on the roof?
I think just in the backyard, because I looked out the window and there was a ball in the backyard that I didn't see before.
I see.
Although, I don't actually know because there were other, like, soccer balls and stuff tucked in the corner, so it might not be his ball. But that's the only reason I can think of that a child would be randomly ringing the doorbell.
Yeah.
This cat is aggressively licking my hand right now.
What if a whole bunch of squeaky ducks just suddenly appeared under your feet while you were trying to sneak?
That would be inconvenient.
God, that just reminds me, Martin used to play D&D with, like, relatives, and somebody in this group, I don't remember who, apparently played a thief that had, like, a lucky pair of shoes that were extremely squeaky, so she was, like, a very ineffective thief.
Good. Yeah, I'm
There's
not.
one time
I'm
we were
over
going-
there. Oh, never mind.
We were doing like a stealth mission, and the two rogues, or no, there was a rogue, a ranger, and then a paladin. And so the rogue and the ranger was me and Maggie, and we rolled absolute shit. And then Grant, in his full fucking plate mail, rolls a nat 20, and we're like, okay, so does he just like pick up his armor and like shimmy across the room? Like what?
It's just like the scene from Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged where I think it was Tristan is in like the giant suit of armor clanging down the hallway. And it's like, what's that? Oh, just must be the wind. Yup, that's definitely the sound that wind makes.
Who's there? Must have been my imagination.
So anyway, Tony Lazzuto.
Tony Lazzuto.
Enchanted items with stupid effects just reminds me of the ring of attunement where you wear it, and when you wear it, you attune to it, and that's all it does.
Yeah. Boomerangs can come back, but not if they hit something.
Yeah, to my understanding, it's if you throw it exactly the right way, it can arc and fly back to you. But yeah, as soon as it hits something, it's gonna drop. So it's the feature is
Not a
only there
very
for that.
effective.
Yeah. Wow, what a good prize. Can I get my boomerang back? Where is it? Oh, there it is.
I'm also trying to imagine, this thing is basically just a big piece of wood. It's
Piece of wood.
like all it is just a bludgeoning object, and I'm imagining throwing this thing, having it come back, and now having to catch this very quickly spinning piece of wood careening towards you without breaking your hand.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like nunchucks. They're just inconvenient.
Yeah, there was a fucking episode of the shitty BBC Sherlock where where the solution to one of Mysterious death was the guy threw a boomerang and it came back and hit him in the head, and there was you could not figure this out because they didn't Sherlock's just yeah, the boomerang's over here. They didn't show it on screen. There was nowhere near enough evidence to actually show this, but you gotta show that he's smart, so it just zooms in on his face and shows a bunch of random information floating around his head, and he's like, I've got it. It's oh wow, he's so smart. No, I'm pretty sure Aboriginals did use, or Aborigines, I don't know how you say it, did use them as weapons, but by throwing them, it's just that they weren't supposed, they obviously wouldn't come back when you did that.
Yeah.
Flash, that has nothing to do with what I was talking about.
Oh, shush.
I just want Blinky. Hey.
Hey.
That's right. She was being
Hey.
attacky.
Hi. I'm Eddie.
Sadahaj Shrine. Shame it's not Sadahaj Shrine.
Not me putting a blanket on even though it's really warm just in case the cat wants to cuddle on a blanket.
Did you say not me and then describe what you're doing?
Yes.
Is this new slang?
Relatively old.
That was a good job setting yourself on fire there.
Thank you.
I see you intrigued by the blanket. You know what a blanket is. You're a cat. Okay.
Jordan, that is a very apt description of what just happened. I like the Reddit bots that are just congratulations, every word in your post was in alphabetical order.
Or the haiku bots.
Yeah.
Those are on Tumblr too. Sometimes I've seen people bait them on purpose.
My worst experience with a bot was in one of the Beanie subreddits when I was explaining something about errors or whatever, and I mentioned that millennium spelled with one N is a common error and isn't worth more than the correct version, and then I got a fucking bot that was common misspelling spot. Millennium is actually spelled with two N's.
Oh my
I'm
god.
Bitch, I will fucking end you.
Holy shit.
That's so funny.
So, what's the point in me cutting down those ropes when I can just do this? Hang on. I could throw my boomerang too, but that would also use durability. Or I could just do this.
I don't see the haiku bots too often. I would say the one I see the most often is the fucking Pokemon OC bot.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
The thing.
I've never
What do
seen
you mean my inventory is full? What?
No, I told you that one. The one that is oh, this picture is not marked as OC. You have to.
Oh,
make sure
that one.
Oh.
Yeah. Did you make this image? If so, reply to this comment. It's fuck off.
I always see
It's
the
a
like
fucking- it's a
smiley
shock.
face ones.
It's a shocked Pikachu meme. It doesn't have to be OC. Like,
Yeah.
We're not gonna have the discussion about artist credit though, because I have a very unpopular opinion about that, and people get really fucking like obscenely, irrationally heated over that, and I'm not having that today. So.
I feel that.
I do agree with you though.
I do appreciate that.
I don't know if I've heard your feel
That's
on it.
fine.
Well, I'll tell you later.
Yeah, I was gonna say, tell me not here.
Then again, I still maintain that it wasn't a big deal that people stormed the White House, so...
You need to clarify that, because people are, like, people have
Oh
taken
my
other
God.
things you said the wrong way. No, because I know what you mean. I know what you actually are saying by that. You're saying that you weren't shocked. You didn't find it, like, a big event. You're just like, oh, that was a thing that happened.
Yeah,
Right?
like,
Okay.
when I... That's the thing, is like, you know, when people tell me, like, this is a big fucking deal, I'm like, why? And they're like, this has never happened. I'm like, it hasn't. This sounds like something that people would do. Like that's pretty much it. It's
And
just-
that's because you said like it doesn't seem that different from any other like big like riot or like violent protest that gets out of hand or something. I
Pretty
think
much,
the main like
shit like that happens all the time.
I told you this before, and people are gonna tell you this in the chat. I think it's literally just the fact that it was in the Capitol building. I think that's all it really was.
How is it a hefty thing to say? Like this
That's
isn't.
hefty.
You know, there's a lot of times where I'll say shit and be like, "Oh yeah, you know, I'm a massive racist," and then and then people will ask, and it's like, "Well, actually, I meant this." I'm basically being a smartass about it. Like this is
isn't
not
even
one of
that,
those
yeah.
cases. This is just I genuinely don't see the big deal. Like.
With what you said. Yeah.
I feel like we don't need to give a go as to explaining. It seems like it's just a thing.
I'm pretty sure he
I
has all.
don't want to deal with that.
I'm pretty sure Josh has all the information about what.
I mean,
went
I
down.
really don't. Like, I saw people talking about it earlier today, and like, the thread was like, you know, should everybody?
Is this the thing because like Donald
the
Trump is
people
getting
involved-
arrested?
I don't know. Like, that's the thing. I still don't even know the full context, but like, it was. They were asking. Let me find the actual thread, so I'm not explaining it incorrectly.
My cat left and I'm sad.
Do you want to see criminal charges for Jan 6? First of all, calling it Jan 6 is stupid. Like, I had to look up what they even meant. And it's like, I mean, weren't hundreds of people involved? Can you really arrest all those people, like, you know, a year and a half after it happened? I don't know. It's just weird to me.
I really need to like get some more food. Always something spicy in the Breath of the Wild streams? Yeah, apparently. Well, not really. There was the stream where there was oh boy, where the highlight was talking about worst. There was the stream where the highlight was fucking God, I had it there. Just talking about like the look around at the world and like the so symbolic, like those random songs and shit. There was that stream. Man, we're not gonna watch fucking congressional hearings.
Yeah, like what?
Oh, hi Pixie, welcome back.
Man, now I kind of want to
Why is
give
that?
my fucking my artist credit opinion to.
I mean, I think you've said it before, but yeah, whatever.
To be fair, the people in China aren't exactly being like assholes or anything. They're just surprised, I guess, or slash trying to explain the difference. Okay, let's try and kill this Guardian, eh? Try to kill this Guardian. My apologies. Never remember how to block
I'm sorry, are you upset that I laughed at you, but you did something stupid?
No, don't see me. Fuck. How do I shield bash? Okay, I like that.
Oh, a guardian.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh my god.
You know what's wrong with Skyrim these days? Everyone's obsessed with death.
Oh, is that an actual line from the game?
Yes.
It's still weird to me that, like, to me, Skyrim is just the name of the game. I never think of it as, like, the actual...
The name of the game.
Understandable. Oh,
Pixie, I'm not going out there. Stay
nice
here.
one, Flash. So what is that place for? Like, are people going to use it in their own like fan projects and stuff like that, or for other things? Credit to... Oh right, I already forgot what I was talking about. Serena, I'll just tell you later. I really don't want it. Like, I'm not looking to catch some heat today. I don't know if that's a phrase.
Yeah, probably.
You're confused and frustrated because people say that you need to stay angry, but also that anger is bad for your health. I would say...
Who the hell says you need to stay?
Yeah, I haven't heard that. I would say, yeah, don't, try not to, you know, let negative emotions be, like, fueling you all the time. But, if you know, if you want to, like, pay attention to stuff that you care about and try to follow what's going on and see what you can do to help, like, you can do that without just being angry.
Okay, so here's the thing, Stodge. I'm going to read that comment out loud. It's a big deal that the President of the United States condoned the killing of his vice president to hold on to power after losing an election. If that's what happened, I agree with you. I have never heard of that.
I've never heard of that either. I thought it
was just a bunch of pissed off morons that stormed the White House because they were pissed off that the person that they wanted didn't win. I had no idea there
it's
was
that plus some politicians condoned it / like ignored their duties and allowed it to happen, knowing it was going to. That's the only other detail I know about that could potentially make it like a bigger deal. I have not heard about the thing he said.
I see.
Like I said,
It's
I
still
never
ineligible.
looked into it. All I heard is, oh my god, people are raiding the White House. I'm like, yeah, sounds about right.
I assume, like me, you weren't ever like worried that anything was going to really come of it, and that it would just kind of get wrapped up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you know, they've got the fucking military there. They'll deal with it.
Mm.
If people want to raid the place and die in the process, then that's on them.
Yeah. I am looking for an opportunity to go get a soda. I don't know when I want to do this. I didn't get it immediately because I was kind of
Gotta
having,
get
like,
a soda op.
I was getting like I don't know, like I guess acid reflux earlier. So I didn't want to like put more acid in my
My soda op joke is making me laugh because it's both a pun on a photo op and soda pop.
Oh, I didn't get it. All I could think of was Operation Soda Steel.
Oh.
I'm liking this.
Oh, missing the bats 500 times? Yeah.
Yeah.
Generally. I can't drink diet. I hate the taste. It's bad. I just don't drink pop, so, like, hardly
Yeah,
ever.
someone else says pop.
Oh. Yes, I do.
Yeah, that's what... God, you've wasted, like, fucking...
I know.
euros.
If I was gonna use...
Did you get the eyeball?
I got some.
Yeah, eyeball.
There's one going down there. I'll grab it in a sec. I don't actually say soda, like, in IRL. I only do it to communicate with Americans. Like, the generic term for that over here is fizzy drink. But that sounds kind of stupid. I also wouldn't you don't really use it in the context of, like, I'm gonna go grab a fizzy drink. That's not a thing. You probably just say what you're gonna grab. Like, I'm gonna go grab a Pepsi or something, or a Sprite or whatever. If you absolutely want it to be generic, like, you know that there's cold cans of carbonated beverage in the fridge, but you don't know what they are, you probably say, I'm gonna go get a can of drink.
I see.
But yeah.
I see nothing wrong with still talking about it, because, again, like, my lack of being upset over it seems to be just due to, like, lack of information. And I also don't see, like, in any situation why not being upset with something would ever, like, be a negative thing, but, But yeah, no, like...
I can think of an argument someone would make, but I'm not going to make that argument for them. I want to play games.
I can too, but... fuck off. But no, like I said, if there was shit going on that, you know, was more than just some pissed off assholes showed up, then yes, people have a right to be upset over that. The pissed off assholes part is the only part I knew about, though. And now my, now my contrarian nature is kicking in, because as soon as I'm told that something's a big deal, I want to say, shut the fuck up. But...
It's been rubbing off on me.
I know. It's really annoying. Like, you know, I will defend the worst fucking behavior based purely off of other people saying it's bad. Like... That's the easiest way to make me turn, is to be like, hey, you know this thing that you already hate? Yeah, I hate it. I'm like, fuck you, it's fine.
That's good that you can recognize that, at least.
I mean, it doesn't help, because my opinion still stays, but... Just being told
like
how to feel
anything
about something
like
makes me mad.
Yeah, I absolutely understand.
agree with that.
It's the same as, like, I've told this before, but, like, she doesn't do this anymore, and I actually live with her now, so I can confirm, like, she's consistently not doing it. But, you know, up until, like, a couple years ago, whenever my sister and me were in the same place, and I went to the bathroom and left, she would always ask me if I washed my hands. I'm like, yes. As I did the last time, and the time before that. Like, come on. I don't think I've not done it since I was a kid.
She would always, like, ask me if I brushed my teeth, but she'd do it, like, in the, like, did you brush your teeth today? But, like, when we're waiting in line for, like, to buy groceries in public, and I'm like, I did, but, like, now other people around us are going to think that I didn't.
Is this your toothbrush? So we agree that this is your toothbrush. John, this toothbrush is bone dry. He actually said that. Bone dry. And I said...
What are we quoting?
And I said... I told you that I brushed my teeth. I did not tell you that I brushed my teeth tonight. And if the court if the court stenographer checks their record, they will find that I did not perjure myself. It's a John related.
Being told to do something while already doing it is the fucking worst.
Yeah.
Like
it makes
the
you not
dishes,
want to do it.
like when you're planning to do the dishes after you finish that chapter, and then your mom's like, "Hey, you need to do the dishes."
It's like, well, no, fuck you. I'm gonna do something else.
Now I'm adding another chapter.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. It's the same thing for this, really. Is someone's like, you should be mad about this, and it's like, well, I kind of was, but now I won't be.
Yeah, like a common one for me would be like, when I was living with my family, it's like, you know, I get up. And I'm heading to the kitchen to go take the trash out, and then someone will be like, hey, while you're up, can you take the trash out? And I'm like, man, fuck you.
So I sure am still in Elden. I apologize. This is not my intention. Oops, I didn't mean to take a picture either.
There was a kid in your class who kept insisting he was racist after a teacher started discussing racism. I mean, in my opinion,
Sounds like
most
Josh.
people, like, I think, you know, maybe like 1 out of 100 people aren't. The thing is, you can be racist without being an asshole.
I really don't know if I am, honestly. Like, I try to apply, like, a sense of...
It doesn't even have to be in a negative way. It is like,
That's the thing, is, I feel like, Go on.
I would say, as soon as you apply any sort of stereotype to a person based off of race, no matter how harmless, even if it's something like, you know, they're Indian, so they probably eat Indian food, I would consider that racist.
So here's the thing, right, is I genuinely think I might be... and this is not me saying I am without ability to, like, treat other people unfairly at times, but if we're specifically talking about assumptions made based on other characteristics about the person, I actually really think I don't do that, and the reason is that I grew up with a mother and sister that I would frequently see, like, talking shit about random strangers and assuming things about them, and also just seeing a culture that, you know, assumes things of people. Especially, I heard, you know, growing up, a lot of people shit-talking men and saying how they're the worst and everything, and, you know, that really made me kind of sympathetic to that whole thing, whereas I think a lot of people now, I've had this conversation before, but I was talking to a friend of mine probably a couple of years ago at this point, because this was just after we had started talking, you and me. I said to them about how, like, you know how, like, you know, growing up, everyone always shit talks men and says how they're useless and, like, unreliable and, like, selfish and all these, like, stereotypes, and they were like, no, I never heard people saying that, and I didn't believe them, because I'm like, that's all I heard growing up, and...
Right.
I still refuse to believe that they didn't ever hear that.
Even
Did
Pixie
they never
agrees.
watch TV? Like, every fucking cartoon and sitcom has the
the
dumbass
useless dad, and then
yeah.
exactly, and that was the thing I got. And in school, it was always like, oh, you know, did you know girls are actually smarter? And like, I don't wanna you know, go into something I don't know what I'm talking about here potentially, because I don't really know how this works. But considering this was from such a young age, I wouldn't be surprised if it had, you know, a non-zero impact on the development of my gender identity. I would not be surprised if part of me was like, I don't want to be that as a kid, and then that impacted me. But anyway, that said, given all of that, to try to get away, because that would piss me off, is people making assumptions about other people. To get away from that, I, like, made a conscious, I don't know if it was a conscious effort, but it was just, I basically saw it as bullshit, and I'm like, no, you really can't tell anything about anyone from, like, you know, these random characteristics of theirs. And I would, like, anytime I would hear something like, oh, men tend to do that, even if it was harmless or positive, anytime I would hear something like, oh, men tend to do this, women tend to do this, you know, people of this kind tend to do this, I would be like, no, they fucking don't. That's a load of nonsense. Like, I bet they do it in equal proportion.
Not all men.
That's extended even to things that are empirically true. Like, I know that there are studies that have shown differences in behavioral tendencies between, like, men and women, for example, and I'll just, like, I kind of refuse to believe them out of hand. I'm like, no, men and women are pretty much the same. Like, they do things the same way.
See, I'm different in that sense, because so the thing is that I will often, you know, I'll recognize inequality or whatever, or, like, you know, trends, and there are ones that I will say, like, no, that's bullshit. Like, you know, everybody has, like, the same chance of having that trait. It doesn't matter who they are. But it depends on the specific thing. And so, yeah, it's like, I feel like, you know, unless you're a saint, everybody has some sort of preconceived opinions on a group of people in some way. It's just they, you know, they get to choose whether or not they, like, act on that, or just be like, you know, ignore it and then move on with their life. Like,
yeah, and that's fair enough.
Yeah.
I still really don't think that I actually do, though. And you can feel free to not believe me if you want, but... like, yeah.
I don't know.
That said,
I'm definitely
at
like
least consciously.
I am aware that I am a bad person because I am
Oh.
definitely prejudiced. I just don't
That's the thing. It
actually
doesn't
like.
make you a
If
bad
if
person.
if everyone's bad, then no one is. I think, you know, or if
That's
It's
why
like I don't know.
Like that's the whole thing that I go on these raging rants saying like, yes, I'm racist and there's nothing wrong with it, because that's the thing. There's a key difference between having these thoughts and then pushing them aside
Ooh.
and like, you
Chainsaw
know,
the
treating
dick.
them the way you treat anybody else versus
Yeah.
being a dick about it and being like, oh, well, you know, you're this, so obviously you must act this way, and just deciding ahead of time like what this person is like. Like, if you don't do that, then you're fine.
A lot of
Yeah,
behavioral tendencies
like
are
I
socially
still
influenced. Yeah,
treat
that's true.
people with respect and like I don't,
Mm-hmm.
you know, like be rude. I am in fact the opposite. I am nice to a fault. Are
That
you
is a good
asleep?
point,
Are you
Play.
chirping
I
in
guess
your
the other
sleep?
thing is that another part of the way I think about it is, even if there is a tendency, like, nothing good can come from assuming it will be the case, even if it's true for most people of that group, you know? Like, there's no need to do that. I just assume everyone's a blank slate until I get to know them. Oh boy, where am I headed? That was the trail
Somewhere.
that I climbed earlier, I think. Yeah, and there was that bridge. Okay, I want to get back up there then. I don't know what the fastest way to do that would be. Probably just, yeah, like
Just
climbing
scale
over
that
way.
wall.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that one
that
because that's
out.
way too sheer, but
No, the like one that kind of has a bit of bumpy
yeah,
rock.
I think I'll do that. Let me actually go get my soda. I'll be right back. Treat this as a break in the conversation.
I have no conversation. Hold on, Pixie, make some noise.
Once upon a time. Racist usually means you're acting on those biases. See, that's where I disagree. Like, maybe it's just because I spend so much time on the internet where people are quick to call someone out over the most minor shit. But it's like, I feel like if you are not absolutely perfect, then you're a horrible person on the internet, and there's just nothing in between. And so it's that's why it's like I have a very low threshold for what qualifies as racism, but a very high threshold for what constitutes being a problem. Like, that, the way I usually picture it is just, you know, you have a Venn diagram. On one half, you know, these are racial biases that you at least think. Whether or not you act on them is a different story. The other half is, are you a douchebag? If you're in the middle, or if you're in the douchebag half of the circle in general, then it's a problem.
Your problem.
But, you know, if you're just on the other side, you're not hurting anyone. Like,
Yeah, I can kind of get behind that. I mean, I feel like it's situational, as many things are.
I don't see how, you know, keeping your thoughts to yourself and never causing an issue with them could be considered a problem to anybody.
She's on the edge of the bed, and she's like watching me, and I'm like wiggling my fingers at her, and she's like doing the calibrating thing. So I might be jumped on, but she might lose interest. I'm happy that the cat noises are curing her cancer. They are also curing mine. That I don't have.
I have found a hoodoo.
As you should.
I will post the hoodoo because it is fluff.
Oh, big stretch. Oh, big stretch. Oh my goodness.
Hello.
Hello.
The cat noises are curing my benign tumor.
It's not a tumor.
It's not a tulpa.
It's not a tulpa?
How about burger tulpa?
Supernatural reference.
I like the burger tulpa.
You should explain it.
I already forgot what the context was.
Wasn't it like a green text where somebody...
Oh, that's right, yeah. Yeah, okay, I remember. It was a green text from 4chan where somebody was basically saying, you know, earlier I was craving a Wendy's burger, so I started to think about, you know, think about the burger and think about what it would be like to eat it. Putting it in my mouth, chewing through, tasting the different ingredients, you know, having each part of the burger, and finally finishing it. And when I was done, I wasn't hungry, and I no longer craved the burger. And I saved myself some money. And I think somebody in the thread referred to it as a burger tulpa, which is so good.
I love that.
When are we streaming Tomba?
God, I would like to try Tomba. Just because, I don't know, I'm kind of curious about, like, old platformers I've never played.
But it's an RPG, though.
Is it?
No.
I was gonna
It's
say,
an RPG by my old, you know,
DKC3.
thought that DKC3 was an RPG standards.
So we don't know that.
Real. I mean, yeah.
I mean, they are real if you believe in them enough.
Like, you can, I'm sure it's possible to induce hallucinations in yourself, yes, but they are not conscious creatures.
It's like hypnosis. It's real if you believe it is.
It's, I would say it's more like it's real, but it will only work if you want it to and believe it's real. I wish you would stop talking, gang. God, I don't know. It might have been.
Yeah, I think that was Tomba 2 specifically.
Alright, we're gonna do the fucking Akkala climb. I think this thing is pretty well known.
I don't know why it got loud.
Oh my god.
Speaking of
What the
climbing,
fox?
there's the... Oh, no. Speaking of climbing, there's, Va... Rudania, I think. There's a can of worms.
I mean, in this
No.
stream, it isn't. But
No, talk,
Kind
like,
of fair.
as far as, you know, my... Ooh! Okay. Sorry, I gotta change out my metal stuff, because it's storming.
I say we should just follow the Jaden Smith approach and just say that nothing is real.
But yeah, as far as I'm aware,
Ezreal is the best champ.
from what I've looked into, Tulpa's a pseudoscience. This is not me saying that, like... Take my statement only as Tulpas are not conscious, okay? I'm not saying anything else. I have a feeling I know what you, like, think I might be saying. I'm not saying anything else. I'm just saying Tulpa's unconscious. I don't think that's a scientifically controversial statement. And, you know, if people want to, like, yeah, plain full saying there, like, there's, I guess, somebody he talks to in that sense that helps. Like, you know, sure. You know, if you found a good coping mechanism or something, like, I'm not going to argue with that. I'm just saying Tulpa's unconscious.
Ish.
Yeah.
How in the world does one's job become only programming the animals?
Are you talking about the English guy that got onto the development team? I did not mean to kill that wolf, I'm sorry.
No.
Who, James Turner?
No, there's some guy in the Breath of Law credits that's specifically credited as, like, animal. Isn't that what people are talking about?
Oh.
Yeah, get struck. Thunderstruck, bitch. How did I get hit? I was running away!
Trash.
That's rude.
I didn't beat it. I just waited for it to get struck by lightning. I used to like the color orange a lot.
I like it more now than I used to. I used to think it was a waste of space.
I had a weird rivalry with the color orange because my cousin's favorite color was orange.
Yeah.
So I was like, that can't be my favorite color.
Mine has been purple for a few years now, but before that it was orange.
Mine has also been purple. Before that it was, I think, green.
When I was a
don't
kid,
know.
it felt
I
like everyone's
switched.
favorite color was green, and I was always like, man, it's so overrated. Probably just because
I
it was
mean,
my
my
mother's
favorite
and then a
color was
couple of my
purple.
friends.
My favorite color was purple until I was 5, and then I had a crush on a kid in kindergarten, and he said that his favorite color was green, so I changed my favorite color to green.
Yeah.
And then later on I liked red because I was a black and red emo kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I eventually went back to purple.
Ooh, chainsaw.
Any
of the
other
day.
color, including gray, is too cheerful.
Can I?
Gray is my
even-
mom's favorite color.
Weird. I like gray when it's on cats or Hadoos. Otherwise, it's just kind of whatever.
Ugh.
Gray is a nice, like, accent color, I find. Like, it's a nice... This is gonna sound really stupid, but it's a nice medium between white and black. Like, I know that's what it is, but, like, you know?
Even if you talk to them, that doesn't mean they're conscious. Again, I'm not saying anything other than tulpas. Like, I know why. I think I know why. I'm not gonna
Hold
like.
on.
Hmm?
Wait, but didn't you beat the bird level? Don't you have the big...
Yeah,
like,
but I don't know how many
Don't
uses
feel
I
this
have
tail.
left of it. I don't know where to check
Oh.
either. Here. Okay, it looks like I've got
I mean,
one
it
more.
resets in, like, 5 minutes,
How
so...
do you know it's in 5 minutes?
Because it has a timer when you run out.
Isn't it like when it's a blood moon?
No.
No. I think it's you use all of them, and then it recharges after, like, 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, still gonna try to get up without it.
So try.
And there you go, I did it. That wasn't so bad.
Okay, I'm absolutely going to regret saying this, but what do you mean the word tulpa is problematic?
Man, other people mentioned it. I wasn't even the one that brought it up.
What? I'm not...
No, I'm talking to Stodge.
I think he's just saying in general, not, like, you saying it.
No, I want to know what about it is a problem.
Yeah, I mean, again, I can
The
agree.
only thing I can think of is, you know, there was an argument that was brought up a while back in my server about, like, you shouldn't say the phrase, like, split personality because that's not correct and it leads people to, like, believe the wrong things about mental illnesses or some shit. I'm like, man, get the hell out of here. Like,
See, things like that are really stupid because I feel like if you have a problem with a thing, if somebody says that thing, you should just tell them, hey, I have a problem with this thing,
Oh
maybe
my
don't
God.
do this. And then you
I don't
can
even know
do it
how I
on
got
an
seen.
individual basis. Goodness. But, like, if you're constantly, like, censoring what you say because one person might find it offensive on, like, an off day, like, that's dumb.
What are we calling a tulpa? I understand tulpa to mean, like, the thing that people on 4chan do where they're like, I'm trying to create a new, like, consciousness out of my own, like, and, you know, like, sharing tips for, like, fucking deliberately dissociating themselves to try to create, like, you know, a new being that is, like, split from themselves, and that this is distinct from actually having, like, a dissociative identity disorder or something like that. Like, I'm just talking about the people that deliberately try to do it as out of some kind of, like, you know, curiosity or sense of loneliness or something. I don't know. I haven't really talked to many people who have tried to do it, but that's my understanding, you know. That's why I'm talking about it. That's what I'm talking about when I say it. Man, shut the fuck up about cultural appropriation. Get the fuck out of here.
thank you. I was about to say the same thing, and I'm like, oh god, do I really want to go down this rabbit hole again?
Barely a thing.
Yeah.
And even when it is, should not be taken as inherently bad.
Okay, let me put it this way: when a culture or religion or whatever, like, you know, has a deep-rooted belief in a thing that is faith-based or whatever, and like people who aren't in that culture basically kind of like, you know, refer to it in a mocking way, that is not a good thing to do. If you want to count that as cultural appropriation or whatever, then like sure. But in most other circumstances, I would say that is bullshit. With this one, I don't know anything about the Buddhist thing, so I can't really say for sure. But if this is just the type of thing where it's like, you know, that's something in that particular faith, and then other people are also like, you know, hey, I have this, you know, closed off section of my mind that acts differently from my main personality, like, that's not misappropriation. I keep saying misappropriation, I don't know why I keep saying that. But
how do you kill these things? Is it like bomb arrows or something?
Struggle. I don't know, use a door as your, like, shield. You might actually be able to, like, drop the door on it.
Drop a train on them.
Like, with the magnet.
There's like
Those
cubes
look like
here. Those might
magnet
even work
boulders,
better.
too.
So yeah, again, in situations like I described, I can see why that could be, you know, insulting to some people. But if it's just a thing like, this person is wearing clothes that are like, you know, Chinese, but they're actually Mexican, it's like, who the fuck cares?
Yeah.
Like,
that's an interesting opinion to have. I don't think I've ever really seen anybody express a, like, positive opinion toward Genocide Jack. Most people are just like, yeah, they suck, and they're like, you know.
who the fuck is Genocide Jack?
They're an alternate person, they're an alter character from Danganronpa. There's a character in that has DID. And they have, like, an alter that's a serial killer, which is, you know, like a classic Hollywood trope that a lot of people really hate for,
The evil twin trope?
No, not evil twin, like, evil alter ego type of thing.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Then stop! Why are you speaking for them? Bro.
Bruh.
Sorry, it might be cruel of me to laugh, but, like, that's, like, the stereotype, isn't it?
I do agree, though.
Is the person that gets mad on someone else's behalf, like...
Yeah.
I'm gonna brown!
Oh my god.
Oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh no.
This looks like a time.
I'll be fine. Okay, here we go. And then we
Oh,
just
boy.
go like, and then I just
all
go
like
like, okay, I'm up here. Whew. They hate it because of, what, the slight overlap? What,
What is the plural community?
the people with dissociative identity disorder. But isn't that, didn't you just say it's like a Buddhist community thing? And you don't know any Buddhists? Like, what, so they don't like it because they're, like, worried it might upset Buddhists, but you have no, like, evidence that it will? Is that what I'm hearing? God, I hate climbing this place. I was looking forward to this, and now it's just like, this place kind of sucks. Because I think it's, like, programmed to always be raining when you try this. So you can't just... Which, I mean, fair enough.
I don't think I've
challenge.
ever seen this part of the game. I don't even know what you're trying to do.
I'm trying to get up to the tower, which requires climbing this big citadel thingy.
Sword.
Should get Duster's wall staples.
Yeah, clearly. Is there... You weren't going intense, Drake. No one here is really getting intense. I was laughing at the mention of cultural appropriation by Stodge, and I don't think I had really much of an issue with anything you said. I just found it interesting that you didn't hate Genocide Jack, because I usually only hear people saying that they're shitty, which I can understand, honestly, but I could also see it as, like, yeah, they're definitely, like, cranking it up to 11. Genocide Jack is kind of a completely ridiculous character. And the fun part is, they did subvert it by making it so that, this is kind of minor Danganronpa spoilers, but they actually don't kill anyone during the course of the game, and never do. They only ever did in their backstory. And then they kind of grow out of that, I guess, and develop, like, actual friendships with the other characters.
Is the backstory real, or is it the backstory
is real, yeah.
of a... Okay. I thought it was, like, an imagined backstory for this, like, split persona or whatever.
Nah, they really did kill people, but... Ooh. Okay, Link, you can, okay.
I like Link just, like, running on rocks that he really shouldn't be able to.
Okay. Let's maybe get this tower out of the way so I can walk up here.
Oh!
Because I got up here, and then I just decided to go over to that Guardian and then fell off like a dipshit. Outside the wrong... Look, I understand that DID is a real thing, and that it's, like, the scientific consensus is that those alters are, like, to be considered as, you know, real people that are just as real as, like, the quote-unquote original personality or whatever. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm literally just talking about tulpas, because my understanding is that that's a completely different phenomenon and is also pseudoscience and bullshit. So that's why I said from the beginning of this, I think I know what you're taking issue with, and, like, I want to clarify exactly what it is that I'm saying. And all I was saying was that tulpas are bullshit, which is my understanding from the research I've done. And, you know, that's a completely different topic from this whole thing anyway.
Do you have, like, a fairy or something? Do you need to eat?
I probably should eat, yeah. Just gonna eat a bunch of lotus seeds. Here you go.
Eat, Garfield, eat.
I should probably actually eat something that will heal me more than that. Nah.
God.
Next time I get to a town, I'm gonna get some more health, because I have like 8 spirit orbs, so I might do 1 health, 1 stamina. Ooh, where's my weapon? Oh, that was just you couldn't get it. Fair enough. Or rather, I see. Oh no, like.
Yeah, my stance on that is there are a lot of things that I also can't necessarily understand, but as long as they're not hurting anyone, then people can, you know, generally do or believe what they want. Who cares?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a sneaking suspicion that the people here eat antiques.
But you know, as long as they're not hurting anyone.
Actually, things are better when people are being hurt.
Yeah, I need a better weapon for this. Oh. Just gonna slash
Especially
you
if
with
it's
the sword,
pranks.
though. God. Pharaoh Tower is a dickish one in the middle of a lake surrounded by every kind of lightning enemy. I don't remember that one. I remember the one that's surrounded by, like, fucking tar. Like the instant death goop. I think I've actually already done that one on stream, also hello cat noises.
Oh my god.
Yes, I remember this. I think you have to climb onto that thing.
Shush. You're okay.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So at this point, is this just a challenge run to not use ravioli?
Oh!
Ravioli.
Oh.
Remember a few days ago when your call disconnected as I was making that noise?
Yes.
And so it was just, oh.
No, it was, oh. it like fucking, it got bit crushed as well.
Oh no.
Yeah, like it was as I was disconnecting my HDMI cable, and then it also caused my entire computer to like freeze and lock up. It was some good shit.
Sounds good.
Let me cut you off at the pass.
Did you see the, did you see that was the title I ended up going with, Nick?
I like that she came up to me, made a bunch of noise, and then fucked off.
Yes.
Now, even if there was a witch in the kitchen, she wouldn't just make a noise and then stand there for an hour.
Oh no! What was there? Room in here? Sort of. I'll come back when
I like that you can see when it's like slightly cold because Link just has breath.
Yes.
Of the wild.
Wow, Link.
Cat, are you
If you're
fucking
specifying
shut up?
stuff, you should maybe also specify that toppers are also pseudoscience. Doesn't mean you. Did I say also? DID is not pseudoscience. It's well studied. Like I feel like that goes without saying. If I'm talking about, you know, my opinion on this other thing is based on the scientific consensus, then that it would stand to reason that my opinion on the other thing is also based on scientific consensus, which is that it's a real, like, you know, state of being, or like, you know, mental health condition, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. It's a thing. Oh yeah, it is cold up here. Is it the kind of cold that will start to hurt me? I hope not. Oh, it is. Alright, fine. Lammy winks. Ooh.
Can't touch ice or you'll
Is that a
take
Maniac
4
Mansion reference?
damage.
Is
With
this
what?
a map of Saskatoon?
What, a
No.
rectangle?
No. Oh, it's a map of Paris. Okay. She has a Vanillite
Well-
and a Wobblefoot plush.
Look, I can see what you're alluding to. I'm just saying, science in the sense of the study of things, trying to understand things and using a certain systematic method of, you know, hypotheses and testing things and trying to ascertain, you know, what facts you can and what trends and statistics you can. That's what I mean by science. I'm not out here trying to be like, you have a problem that needs to be solved. Like, I'm not, you know. I'm just saying, I like to, you know, I like to understand things, and I think that science is a useful lens through which to do that. While we're on the topic of clarifying things, I hate clarifying things. I don't like that I have to do this.
Yeah,
I don't know why we can't just give each other the benefit of the doubt. Like, maybe if you're talking to strangers, okay, that's one thing, but, you know, like...
Nope, gotta always assume the worst.
Like, I'm a small enough content creator here that I know everyone in chat, and I feel like you guys should have enough of a sense of me to know that I'm not just, like, a horrendous dipshit that... and not assume the worst of me. You guys haven't been that bad, like, you know, bad about it or anything. I've seen it in some cases, and it kind of pisses me off, because I'm just like, man, why do we have to assume the worst out of people all the time? And make them, like, clarify what they mean just to avoid it, and, you know, basically step on eggshells.
I sent a picture of the plushies.
Yeah.
I looked over and there was just Pokemon beside me, and I was like, ooh, ice cream.
That is kind of hilarious looking.
It is. It's very small.
Now, where is that Guardian? I've got a shield with its name on it.
Where is that friendly and valid 4th Chaos Emerald?
Why is it valid?
I don't
Because
know.
everything is. Unless it's not. Unless
Oh.
it's...
Okay.
Unless it's problematic. Sorry, I needed to concentrate. You kind of like clarifying things? In some circumstances, I guess.
Don't.
But I don't like that
You're wrong.
I can't say things without being like, oh, and actually I mean this, and like, you know, like...
Yeah.
I like clarifying things when I feel like it could actually reasonably be misunderstood. I want to be clear. I don't like clarifying things in situations where I'm like, well, people might assume the shittiest possible interpretation of this. Let me strike that one off the record. Like, you know?
It's like... So I want to tell this story about this customer that I had the other day that was really shitty, but just to clarify, I'm not saying that all women are shitty.
Hate that. Do you want food? Is that what's up?
I was very confused because I misread that as plant-focused, and I'm like, huh? But okay, fair enough. Not one of the sciences where things are known for certain. Look. I know that we can't ascertain everything for certain. I'm saying... You know, fucking even the things that seem like they're absolute certainties, like space stuff, you know, like, oh, we you know, our orbit is like this, and here's how gravity works. Like, even when we there are things that seem like they're pretty, you know, like, solid, even then, not really. Nothing is, because it's all based on assumptions. That's, like, science is based on assumptions, but we see where those assumptions can take us, and we see where they're consistent and where they're not, and try to understand why and, you know, why not for different things, so... Again, I'm not saying this from the sense of, like, fucking... Okay, whatever, we're done. You guys know what I'm saying. I like how I just kind of fiddled the controller there and that got it to work. No one knows what consciousness is. Yeah, true. I believe that sufficiently advanced AI or consciousnesses, like, are conscious. A lot of people don't. This is, Ooh, is this gonna be temporary? Oh, it's gonna rotate, I see. Okay, this seems fine.
Oh my god.
And then I just want to do something like...
But what if the cat made the bathtub baby otter noise?
Okay. I gave her some food.
That's what you think.
That is what I think.
Do cakes like other cakes? Find out in our exclusive 15-part documentary. How the fuck do I get up there? I see there was like a block. I don't know how to get on it.
Do you just keep rotating it and then, like, jump on it as it comes up from the side?
Maybe? Oh, yeah,
It had, like, a lip.
Okay.
I don't remember if it was on a side that would actually be helpful, though.
I got it. Google may or may not have made a conscious AI. I see. I had not heard of that.
I will now baselessly start making Terminator references, even though I've never seen those movies, because that's what everybody always does when this type of thing gets brought up.
Oh, whoa, Skynet. I'm an AI optimist. I believe that if we're careful and we, you know, don't fall into obvious traps, like giving them access to, like, you know, a shit ton of, like, power and stuff, we'll probably be fine. If we create one that's truly conscious, then surely they can be treated with kindness, and they can, you know, return that respect in kind. I don't know. Ooh.
All AI will just be Rosie the robot from the Jetsons.
And then it can make the Jetsons quest.
Oof. The Jetsons quest is the most important creation. One of the biggest trees I've ever experienced in my life.
Okay, somewhere. Come on.
Oh, come on, man.
Fruit Pokemon.
Not sure if mic problems occurred after the call disconnected. I can't hear if you're talking.
Did the call disconnect?
Oh.
Oh, no,
Me?
you're fine.
Yeah, it cut out for a minute when I went back upstairs, and I figured it was fine, but I had nothing to say, so I didn't say anything.
Yeah. Least favorite apparatus puzzle? Yeah, I can tell why.
Yeah, this is kind of bad.
As soon as I'm like, they're in a good position, let me move over here. Like, it does that, like, I try to move it quickly, and they just go, like, and fucking fly everywhere. It's stupid and bad. They keep getting, like, caught in the lips of these.
Father rejects apology after being falsely accused of molesting his own daughters. Wow, what an asshole.
Reminds me of the, I can't remember where I saw this. It was some kind of Reddit story where, like, basically some parents had, like, they had, like, a son and a daughter, and the daughter claimed that the son, like, did something to her. I can't remember if it was just assault or if it was, you know, something worse than that.
I feel like humanity can make chatbots that are indistinguishable because people are stupid and type like chatbots.
Yes. Anyway,
I keep getting this one.
They believe the daughter, and then like basically fucking excommunicated the son and shit, and then it turned out she was lying, and then they were like, I think they came to Reddit because they were basically asking for advice or something, like, how do we make it up to him? Like, he won't talk to us. And
why the fuck did she do it? Just for the lulz?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Did a bunch of people then immediately make it into a bigger issue than it was by saying, like, oh no, now people won't believe women?
No, actually, I think the responses were mostly just like, why did you believe your daughter over your son? Like, if they, like, you should have taken their opinions equally. And they were like, yeah, we see that now, but we, you know, wanted to assume that the woman wasn't lying, basically. Great dinner time topics. I'm glad I'm entertaining you.
I keep getting like a spam bot that keeps texting me, and it's like a bot that's trying to get me to. Well, for one, it thinks I'm a man.
Have you ever wanted to be your own boss?
And it keeps sending me nudes and is like, "Oh, we met at the bar last night," and I'm like, "No, we didn't."
So wait.
I am not a man.
The bot sending you nudes?
Yes.
Presumably just like stolen off a porn site or something.
Yeah.
Wait, I think we're gonna be here a while.
Yeah, apparently.
Wow. Did
Really
you inhale your food? How are you back here already?
Oh, no! Come on. I almost had it.
Very close.
I enjoy pill.
Why do you keep asking that? When have we said that? You asked that in the Banjo stream, and our answer was, what are you talking about? We didn't say that.
I mean, I think Ganondorf is a shit villain. Maybe they just mean me.
No, they said you people. I haven't said that. Letus hasn't said that.
Come here. Come sit.
I don't really have a good reason why I don't find Ganondorf to be a good villain. I mean, I've claimed before that he just doesn't have much of a presence in a lot of the games, and I had a comment once that basically said I was kind of missing the point. In Ocarina of Time specifically, I'm like, he doesn't really do a whole lot, and they were like, no, he does. Like, you know, you in the future, you see all this stuff that he's done. Like, sure, maybe, like, the world isn't literally on fire, but, you know, he's instilled fear in the people. He did all this stuff
He doesn't physically appear, though.
Like, he caused the, like, Zora's domain to freeze over. Like, he did cause a lot of shit to happen. And I recognize that, but part of me still kind of doesn't count it, and I don't really know why. Is it
because you don't see him?
Because it wasn't on screen, maybe?
It could be that. I don't know. I never find... I think it's also just because, like, his boss fights usually are not very difficult. He always seems like a pushover. And so it's like...
Yeah.
I find it hard to take the guy seriously.
Come on.
Like, you know, he's not Bowser levels of incompetent, but I don't find him to be that much of a threat.
Why are they not getting on the button?
Oh my god.
Thank God. Okay.
That, and he is just kind of, kill everybody, destroy the world type of villain who doesn't really have any further motivation, so that doesn't help. Which is why the Wind Waker version is the best, because in that one he's actually pretty reasonable.
Yeah. The king's a fucking asshole. Like, it's been pointed out, but like,
I think Ganondorf is a turd, and I want you to flush it, or whatever the hell it was.
Did I get the... Yeah, I got the chest, okay. When you... Yeah.
But I will also go on the record saying that I don't really care for most villains in games or other media. I just generally don't find them interesting. So, like...
Meanwhile, me.
different subject, but in Smash everybody wanted Ridley to get in and K. Rool and stuff, and I wanted them for the sake of having other characters from their franchise. I really don't care about those characters, like, in a personal sense. And yeah, pretty much just any, like, even if the villain is like a pretty well thought out, like, deep character with actual good motives, I still generally can't really relate to them or find them interesting in most ways.
Okay, so where are we headed? I see some luminous stones, I see Elden. Okay, I don't wanna...
You're so beautiful in the window. God, I love this cat. It's gonna suck to leave.
Another Gerudo King is alive and present. That would be cool. I'm trying to think, because Ocarina of Time is the first Ganon, right? How many Ganons have there actually been? I'm not counting Demise, because he's not Ganon.
I mean, there's really only one.
No, because I'm pretty sure there's been, like, at least one or two others. Like, what about in the original Zelda 1? That's, like, Prince Ganon or whatever. Like, that's not... They mentioned, like... In Zelda 2, they've been talking about reviving Ganon, but Zelda 1 is just, there's a guy called Ganon. Like, I don't think...
I thought it was canon that, yeah, Ganon. I thought it was canon that, like, after the events of Skyward Sword, there was basically, like, he came back as Ganon, and every single instance since then, he was either, like, banished and then escaped, or was killed and then revived. I don't think there's ever actually been a different one.
I don't know. I watched an entire, like, 2-hour-long video of, like, the entire, like, lore of the Zelda franchise.
Does that mean you got spoiled for the ending of Skyward Sword?
I mean, I know what happened.
Okay.
But, like, I knew what happened before I...
Fair enough.
Like, I don't know what, like, the end fight looks like or anything, but I know that at the end, like, that's what started the, like, curse, or, like, the reincarnation of, like,
Demise creates a death curse that says an incarnation of his hatred will follow those who bear the descendants of the goddess and those who bear the Triforce of Courage. Or the person with the spirit of the hero, whatever the fuck he says. Which technically means that someone who's not Link could do it, so Bikdip's adventure is canon, but
A new Hyrule Historia with the Bikdip adventures in it.
Did we ever... I know that people have asked you this and you don't, like, actually have, like, a good answer, but did we ever determine, like, where the most logical place for the BA games is in the Zelda timeline?
I don't remember if we did. I assume it's just... I would consider it like a split timeline that takes place, like, simultaneously with Zelda 1, I guess. I don't know. What causes the split? Don't fucking ask me.
Fair enough.
Oh, actually, I realized Ganondorf was canonically killed off for good in the Kazuya release trailer.
God.
I like spiritual warfare.
Is there any reason to believe that the guy in Breath of the Wild 2 isn't Link? Which Link isn't Mitch? I suppose if we're counting it as split from Zelda 1, then it's just the one from Zelda 1.
You know, it's the timeline where Link just kind of has a brother named Mitch and has a known mom and grandpa and a dad that died at some point. And
there is a weirdly slightly higher amount of information about Link in Zelda 1 and 2 that is not widely known. For example, in Zelda 1, he is 10 years old, and he is a traveler from a different land. He's not from Hyrule.
Yes?
Oh.
Can other people do this? Holy shit, I've never...
What? Oh.
I've never heard of a mismatched, like, rock face in this game. Holy shit. Do other people know this? Someone... Okay, here's where I am on the map. I'm by the Shadow Hamlet ruins. I'm at this spot. Someone boot up their copy of the game and see if you can walk into this wall. Because this is kind of amazing.
That is pretty good shit.
Ooh.
I don't have the game, so I can't check.
I don't think I brought it with me. Otherwise, I would check. I appreciate this.
But yeah,
This is normal.
I'm sure I've mentioned this before, but I also consider it canon that the Bikdip's Adventure 1 and 2 take place during the part of Bargo the Bikdip, Bigger, Longer, and Uncut, where he just basically gets sucked into a bunch of random GameCube games. There's a part that happens off screen where he just gets sucked into that game.
The problem is that doesn't he, like... Isn't there a canonical way that he leaves during that part?
At the end of BA2?
No. Like, in the story... That's what I'm saying. In BA2, he, like, flies back with the power of the Triforce, like, through space. But right. in Bigger, Longer, Uncut, there's, like, actually a description of how he gets out of the video games, isn't there?
I don't remember. I'm gonna just go with the fact that BTB canon makes no fucking sense in the first place, and so somehow it works out. So yeah, those two games take place during that section, and then BA3 is, you know, like 15 or whatever years later, after Bargo got a job as a pizza delivery boy and received a bunch of therapy.
Oh, it's after that. I figured that the epilogues were still after BA3. Okay. I know what you're thinking, but, like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I figured the BTB Blue epilogue is just, like, you know, most of the stuff is, like, a year or so after the story ended.
Okay, fair enough, then. Okay, here's another thing, though.
Yablonsky doing a bunch of cocaine and crashing into the Alamo.
Didn't Bargo only get sucked into the GameCube games because he got hit by some kind of magic spell that gave him a personality, and his personality, like, that hit everyone else too. And his personality was being obsessed with video games. So during BA1 and 2, he's just like obsessed with video games.
Apparently. But also, here's where everything falls apart, and you're gonna love this one. BTB Blue takes place in like 2003 or 4 or something, but in the ending of BA2, Grandpappy makes references to YouTube poop, which didn't exist yet.
Yeah. True.
Obviously, it all falls apart.
Well, no, because Kato is not... Like, the SC world is not Earth. They must just have the same YouTube poops, or a lot of the same YouTube poops, in SC world. And it just happened, you know, earlier. Yeah.
And then you're on fire.
Yes. It's okay, I got better.
I got better.
Yeah, I would like to see another Gerudo King.
What? Say no.
Oh yeah, going back to that topic, I saw a thing earlier, I think I saw it yesterday, about how Gerudos are basically calico cats.
They kind of
because they're female only, yeah.
Because they're female only, but, like, in very rare instances, a male can be born, but only if they have, like, you know, the weird, I forget what is it that caused. It's like you can be a male without having XY chromosomes, but it's like a very weird case.
Oh, there's some kind of like mutation where it just like detects the presence of a Y chromosome by accident or something.
Yeah, so it's like, so you know, when Gerudo have children with Hylians or other races or whatever, like, you know, the offspring can either be a Gerudo, which is female, or you know the other.
So they
race,
can't.
which
So
is...
they can't have a female human child. They can only have a Gerudo child or a male human child.
Maybe, I don't know if that's ever been disproven.
Hello, cat.
So that does. So basically, like, if we're gonna say that that's correct, then that means that Ganondorf is like sterile because he doesn't have like the proper chromosomes.
Yeah, that probably. I'm like, I don't actually know enough about genetics to know 100% for sure if that would make you sterile. I assume that it probably does because that makes sense, but.
No,
Make Bikdip's Adventure into an actual franchise. I mean, there's two aspects to it. One, that would take a lot of work, and I'm lazy. And two, the franchise is extremely fucking stupid. Yeah. And I
it's
feel
that
like
shrine. I hate that shrine.
Giving it any like trying to take it seriously would be its downfall. I say this despite BA3 having a story that actually takes itself very seriously, but that's a whole different situation. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure Ganondorf is not trans. They just mentioned, like, they mentioned that, you know, they mentioned him in the context of, like, a male Gerudo child is born every 100 years. You know, he was the king that was to be born. Like, you know, I'm not saying that Gerudo aren't, like, progressives. I'm just saying I don't think they would talk about him in that context, you know, if he wasn't assigned male birth.
Minions is stupider? I don't know about that.
Honey, you're so
Honey,
loud.
I mean, I guess we could also separate, you know, the Bargo the Bikdip stories from the Bikdip's Adventure games. Because
even then, they take place in Hyrule.
Yeah. I'd have to completely change all that. And that's kind of like, especially in BA3, that's like core to the plot of the game.
Yeah, it would be weird for the story to just be like, there was supposed to be a hero here, but there isn't, so here's this yellow ball thing instead. Like, you kind of need the context of the original series in question for it to make any sense.
Right.
Oh my god, okay.
BA3 is also very self-aware of being a quest, so it kind of has to exist in the form that it is.
Yeah, that too, I forgot about that. Alright, we can stop now. Like, you're being one of those people that hears about someone's hobby and is like, monetize it! Like, we don't need that.
Honestly, as soon as I start thinking about, oh, maybe I can make some money off of this thing that I enjoy doing, I immediately lose, like, all interest in doing it.
Where the hell is the set of 3 flowers?
I think it's further, somewhere, like, away. I don't know. They couldn't have all been just right there. That would have been too easy.
But 4 out of 5 of them, yeah.
Are they all dead in Twilight Princess? I thought we just didn't see any.
I assumed they were dead. It'd be fucking weird if Gerudo Desert actually did have some Gerudo in it, but it's like, oh, they didn't come up. Like, it's fucking... You could get away with that stuff in Zelda 1, Zelda 2, yeah. You know? You can't get away with that in TP.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, it's like, you know, oh, yeah, there were other girls in Harry's year. You just never see them.
Well, yeah, I know. As I talk to the cat across the room.
You think they were banished, but the game doesn't say anything about that. You can't just make shit up based on no evidence. I mean, believe what you want, but like, no.
I mean, is there any evidence that they're all dead?
The fact that they're not shown at all, nor mentioned, other than the existence of the desert.
Literally, what the fuck? Why is somebody knocking on the door? I don't live here.
The thing I really want to know is what the fuck happened between Ocarina of Time and Twilight Princess, where the 6 sages just all turned into weird hooded dudes.
I
with, like,
assume that
floating
had to have
faces.
been, like, a representation.
Does Telma look like a Gerudo? I never really thought about it. I forget, do they have pointed ears? They do, right?
There are people trying to get into the house and I don't know what to do.
Just start setting up traps like in Home Alone. Where is Flipnote Hatena Village? Those were the sage's descendants? No, that's not stated in game. I've looked into this. It's not made clear like if it's the same sages from Oot or if it's not. What we do know is that this was, you know, the trial of Ganondorf after he was arrested for his like conspiracy in in the child timeline. So I doubt it would have been so far in the future that Ganondorf was still alive. Like, how would Ganondorf still be alive anyway if it was far enough in the future for the descendants to have become old people? Like, nah. I'm sure it's just a representation, or there's some other shit going on that they're not explaining, or they just didn't think about it because it's Zelda and they're not really consistent about stuff anyway. For the longest time as a kid, though, I didn't even realize it was supposed to be the same Ganondorf. I assumed that all the games were basically completely independent, except for where they were explicitly described as being, you know, related. Like Majora's Mask being a sequel, for example. Phantom Hourglass, etc. How do I reset the ball?
Just ask Spock very nicely. I have no idea what that was supposed to mean.
Not to be confused with
You
the
go to the
subspace
backyard and get a
emissary
ball.
enemy.
That's what you're here for. Just go do it. I'm not answering the door. I don't live here.
Does anyone know the names of these shrines? There's probably like one person that does. And that person is Miyamoto's pet turtle.
Come on.
I'm stalking the kids who knocked on the door out the window. I don't know what to do about them, and I don't think they know what to do about me.
Declared war. Was arrested, sent to Guru to attack.
Why are they coming back? Leave me alone!
Where is this stated?
Oh, you know.
Not me to do that.
Oh my god. Okay, there's an article here on Hard Drive. Rainbow Road returns to regular road after Pride Month. It's just a picture of the Rainbow Road from Mario Kart 64, and it's just gray.
Yay. You made it up? Bro. Damn it, I thought I determined that the platform doesn't move on its own.
Also, this is a real good thread. Somebody just posted, would this be considered an NFT? And it's just a picture of Donkey Kong on the character selection screen. The response is, anything can be an NFT if you're virgin enough.
I thought we were past that. Like, I thought, you know, they crashed and then people stopped caring about them.
No, they're still everywhere.
Really? I haven't seen anything about them in, like, months.
I feel like I see them every day.
Weird. Because, like, it did crash, and a bunch of people were, like, you know, the people that were actually investing in it were like, oh no! And then I thought that was the end of the saga, was they were like, well, shit. That thing everyone said was a shitty, stupid investment sure did turn out to be a shitty, stupid investment. I thought that was it. I thought the story ended.
I didn't even know that that happened. I thought that people still believed that they were, you know, going to be massively successful.
Now they crashed.
There was a website made like a couple weeks ago. The context of this was in the Beanie group. Like, this was posted in the mod chat. Before, like, you know, there was like discussion: do we want to post this in the actual group, or do we not want people to see this? And it was somebody had a collection of every single Gen 1 beanie, but they were selling them like basically as NFTs, where it was like, you know, I have these and you can buy them, but I'm still going to have them. You'll just be buying an NFT that represents them, so then you can sell that to someone else, and now they own it, even though I still physically have it. And it was fucking weird. Like, and they were just like, and like the other mods were like, I don't understand the NFT stuff, and I'm like, I don't either. It's fucking stupid. Like,
I'm a little bit afraid.
Why?
I don't know where the children went.
and then suddenly they just rise up from behind the couch.
Oh god.
That was a good noise.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
That was like a one voice version of my Mongolian throat singing from Skyward Sword. That was so loud.
You should do your loud, terrible noise.
Not gonna do it for any longer than that. So, how y'all like church this morning? Kinda.
Oh my goodness.
On a Friday? That's whack.
It kind of is like the star thing, huh?
That's exactly what they are. It's like, you know... What?
Don't worry, I'm good.
You made the scorpion noise. Yeah, it's like, you know, there is an application to them, but they're still stupid.
Oh my god, I see them. They're going and knocking on other people's doors too. What do these children want? It must not be a ball. And now there's only one of them. Where did the other one go?
The
What is
larger one
happening?
simply ate the smaller one.
The thing I want to know is, like, you know, there was that whole stupid thing with Seth Green wanting to make a show about NFTs, but then he couldn't because, like, someone stole the one that he had. Like, how the fuck does that work? Like, what other situation is there where you can own a thing, someone can steal it, you know that it was stolen, but now it's like, oh, you don't, no, they own it now because they stole it. Like, what?
Yeah, that's kind of stupid.
Beats me. The children selling NFTs. The door-to-door NFT salesman.
Stole it fair and square. It's like, I can see it potentially being used for, like, owning property, but not images. Images are dumb. What the fuck?
I also wonder if they would have been clowned on as much if they weren't so, like, whiny about people right-clicking and saving pictures of them. You know? Like, if they had just played along with it, like, oh, haha, good one.
Were there actually people whining about that? I thought that whole thing was ironic.
No, that like most of the NFT bros were like the type of people that would get very, very easily wound up if somebody did that. They're like, hey, look, I have the image. Like, no, you don't own it. Delete that right now, or I'll sue you.
Good. Is it a good idea to have a house that can be stolen from you?
No.
I mean, that's the thing. If somebody fucking cracks the code or whatever, like, there should still be... Like, I still don't know how they work, so maybe I'm talking out of my ass here. But, you know, like, if you have this thing proving that you own it or whatever, you know, I mean, how is that different from having the title to the house or the plot of land? And it's like, you know, if somebody finds a fucking digital copy of that online and they're like, oh, now I have this, now I own the house, it's like, oh, well, shit, I guess you're right. Like, no, that's... Obviously, that's...
Again, the entire way it works is basically a receipt. Like, it's a receipt of digital purchase.
So, that's the thing, is when I said, like, it makes sense for property, like, we already have that. It's like, you know, let's say that I own a property out in Florida, and it's like, I'm not actually there, but then I am like, I sell it to somebody else, and now they own it, without me ever being there in the first place. Like, we can already do that without NFTs. So they don't really add anything. I guess it's... I don't know.
It's like the Gravity Falls thing. I was just thinking of that, yeah. Where if you physically have the title deed, you own the property. By the way, what the hell are you talking about, Anthony?
Yeah, I've just been ignoring those comments. As you know.
One of them ran out carrying 2 balls, so maybe they are looking for balls, but why are they looking for balls in multiple yards?
Oh, do I have to get naked? Well, there you go.
What?
Go home, you're drunk.
What if I was a working person working today? What would you do, child? I still wouldn't be answering the door. Honestly, just go sneak into the backyard. I don't want to deal with you. Edibles don't agree with me. I've thrown up every time I've tried.
Oh, so you've never eaten, got it.
Yes.
Supports my theory.
That girls don't eat.
Yes.
God.
Love it.
Har.
Who is this big titty Liddy talking to Link?
That's Telma. She is the barkeep in Twilight Princess.
Drink iced coffee, panic attack.
Girls don't eat casseroles.
I mean, I don't particularly like casseroles, so I guess that supports the theory.
Okay, I need to look up what the fuck a casserole actually is. It's like just a generic...
Bake.
Yeah, you just bake stuff together. Okay. That's what I thought it was. I just wasn't sure if there was like something else particular about it. I like green bean casserole with like cream of mushroom soup.
They're too like saucy for me. I don't like saucy things.
Oh yeah, I probably should get a torch now.
That just
Oh, hi, blood.
it just reminds me. God, when I was in like the last year of high school, when I was living with Harrison's family, I went through this period of basically like this was the time in my life where I was the bitchiest. And so like I would complain about absolutely everything, no matter what it was, and so I went through a phase where I didn't like any food that was like creamy or wet, and they're like, and like Harrison also had a tendency to, no matter what side I took on an issue, he would always take the opposite side just to piss me off. And
so like rare.
I mean, I've even said earlier that I kind of do that unintentionally a lot anyway, but yeah, so it's like I present this thing where it's like, I don't want to eat this. It's all like creamy and shit. And he's like, oh, what, do you like food that's like, you know, super dry and sharp? And I'm like, yes, because I'm a manly man. If it doesn't cut your throat when you swallow it, then it's not worth eating.
Oh my god.
Harrison was my friend in like junior high and high school. He was the co-creator of the Bargo the Bikdip stuff. I was also the Pokemon Gen 2 fanboy. Yeah.
And a huge fan of Pelipper.
Allegedly.
Allegda. Allegedly.
Dry Cap and Crunch. Here's a really stupid thing. Like, does anybody actually like the original Cap'n Crunch without the crunch berries? That's just the yellow pieces? Because it actually tastes different. And it has a very weird, unique taste that I do like, but I haven't had it in fucking forever. And
I've never had
would...
crunch berries. So.
Whenever I've mentioned this to people, they're like, "What the fuck? Why would you get it without the berry?" And I'm like, "Trust me, it's like it's weird, but it's good. It's like almost salty."
Can I not get a?
Like,
Yeah, I've never had the with berries, so I've only ever had the like original. I think it's pretty good. It's like my mom's favorite cereal for some reason.
We don't have it here, so.
We have Tim Hortons birthday cake Timbit cereal.
okay.
So, you know. God, your beans are so freaking cute. You're so freaking cute.
I think the reason I was allegedly a big Pelipper fan is because they can learn Surf and Fly, so you can just kind of use it to get around everywhere without needing like another Pokemon. That was pretty
A
much it.
huge Pelipper fan.
Because like it was in my original Sapphire team, and I mean it did well for itself, but I don't know why I said I was a huge fan of it.
I think the children have left. I'm going to stop being on guard now.
Where is the old furnace anyway?
Leave it to a library program head to have a fucking encyclopedia on garden gnomes. What the fuck? Also, acid for the children.
But not the British children.
Pretty bad competitively. I mean, I don't doubt that. Doesn't it get drizzle now, though? That's at least something.
My money don't drizzle, it fold.
Oh.
Make me want to wiggle, you know. Riding in my Fiat. You really had to see it.
riding in the benzo, popping my Akkala, see some fine wenches, so I have to holla. Diamonds, gold, and the almighty dollar. I'm Oedipus, bitch, the original baller.
That was like
If there was a
that was like-
problem, yo, I'll solve it.
that was like the intro to like some website, or was it an English paper you read?
Yeah, it was from Planes, Trains, and Plantains, the story of Oedipus. This text is smaller than the last.
That was it. There was some. I knew there was some weird format thing with it.
I really like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I know we're not on cereal anymore. I
mean,
was
we
just
can
thinking
be.
about it.
Anything cinnamon is good. Cinnamon is like my favorite flavor.
Mm.
However, you don't have a favorite savor because you hate the word savory.
I kind of do.
I love your random hatred for savory.
I mean, it's just like how it's just one of those words that, you know, never came up for such a long time that now I refuse to accept it. It's like how I used to think that video and siblings were both pretentious. I'm like, nobody says video, they just say movie.
And then I'm like, but it's a fucking video! That's what it is!
I'll explain that one for anybody who doesn't know. So, like, you know, before YouTube took off, whenever you would watch, you know, anything that could be described as a video, it was usually in my, like, it would either be a movie, or it would be like, you know, something that you download on the internet, which is usually pretty short. And so usually those would be like, they would be like a .mov sometimes, so like that's still kind of a movie. And when you have like Flash cartoons, they're called Flash movies. Like, even if it's only 2 minutes long, it's still a Flash movie. And so I specifically remember with You Have to Burn the Rope. In the song, they say, like, what do you want to do with the rest of your day? Maybe watch a video. And I'm like, nobody says video, what the fuck? And, like, when I started actually making stuff for YouTube, I didn't know what to call them. Because I'm like, these aren't movies, but I don't like the word video. It sounds too, like, pretentious. And so I eventually gave in, because it really is just the best term to call them. But, like, for a while, I was very opposed to it.
I mean, you were also very opposed to, like, cell phones, so...
Yes.
Or, like, smartphones.
Anyway, yeah, I stopped watching the Pokemon anime, after the first of the 3 Johto seasons, because it was boring as all fuck. So, like, the fact that I was a Gen 2 fanboy, basically, is just, you know, I thought that... I didn't even play Crystal until way later, but, like, I thought that Silver was great, you know, massive step up over Gen 1. And when Ruby Sapphire came out, I was one of those people that was like, you know, they used to have 250 Pokemon, now they added a bunch, but we're still only at 200, all the other ones are unobtainable, this is a step down. We don't have Day-Night anymore, we only have one region again, like, Silver was better. I basically just looked at it based off of those few things, and I'm like, yeah, I still prefer Silver. Like, I liked Sapphire well enough, but I still consider Silver the better game. And so...
Though in the pre-release you were, like, among the people that were like, wow, the new designs are so shitty.
That wasn't even the pre-release. It was, like, that big thing that I wrote up, like, you know, bitching about half the decks was actually, like, well after they had come out and I had played through them. Like, my exposure to Gen 3 was basically... There was the pre-release stuff where there was the things that they showed in the anime, so like Kecleon. You had like the legendaries, the starters. And then I stopped following Pokemon for a long time. And I didn't, like, I missed the Japanese release of the game. Like, I didn't even follow that or like see any of the new Pokemon that got introduced or anything. And then one day I just randomly was like, I should see what's going on with the series, see what like the new games are like. And so I basically just looked at the full new Hoenn all at once, and I'm like, I'm looking through these, I'm like, wow, these are all fucking stupid. They look fake. Like, it's like, why is everything like so super bright and colorful and nothing looks like a normal animal anymore? And then, there's a couple random outliers like Love Disc. I'm like, this is the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. What the hell is this shit? And I remember, see, this is one of those things where it's like the suspiciously specific denial where, part of me was still like, I kind of want to play this anyway, but I had to like act like it was stupid to be cool. And so like I wrote down the names of all the new ones, and I like brought it to school one day, and I like was showing my friends, I'm like, these are all the new Pokemon. Like some of them are really dumb. You should ask me what they are. And like,
that's kind of cute.
And then for I remember for Loudred, I'm like, yeah, it's like this weird thing with like loudspeakers for ears. And like somebody overheard me and they're like, what the hell are you talking about? That sounds so stupid. And I'm like, yeah, I know, right? And so I was basically, the cool guy that had grown out of Pokemon. But then, without any warning, one day while my family was out shopping, they came back from the store with a dual pack of Ruby and Sapphire and a strategy guide and a GBASP so that I could give my original GBA to Jordan so he could play one of the versions and I would play the other. It's like, oh, damn, okay. Like, it wasn't a holiday or birthday, anything. It was just completely out of nowhere. I'm like, shit, okay. So, I played through the game and like I said, I liked it well enough, but then I kind of still went through a phase where I'm like, Gen 2 was better.
I'm hoping the stable will have torches, and if not, then I don't know where the fuck to get one. No, I guess it is a stable.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen Quillfish's beta evolution. I think I've seen all the beta Pokemon. I don't find them as interesting as a lot of other people seem to, because I just look at them as like, yeah, okay, this was a thing that got rejected, that's fine. I don't ever be like, oh man, this should have totally happened.
Beep, beep.
It's like when people were freaking out, oh my god, Luigi was going to be in Mario 64, and I'm like, okay, but he wasn't, though.
Yeah.
Like, I can kind of get it, but I was never the type of person who, like, wanted to find Luigi anyway. The only game conspiracy I ever really got into was Stop and Swap.
I like how I felt the need to say that. I'm like, oh, I know what you're going to say. As if it wasn't obvious. I just realized that the stable has, like, a horse head made out of, like, wood up there. Do all of them have that?
Yeah, they do.
Oh my god.
That's how you know they're stable.
I saw these things, but I didn't realize what they were. I thought they were just structures.
Just a pile.
Yeah. Oh! You got some real good movement there, Link.
I like the placeholder Arceus. Yeah, everybody was like, oh my god, can you imagine if this was real? It would have been so cool. And then, yeah, like you said, after a month, everybody just kind of forgot about it.
I still see people posting about it sometimes.
Tentaquill. Tentaquill was beta Politoed, right?
Yeah. Does anyone know where I can get torches? Because I've been told that, like, trying to do the furnace thing without actual proper torches is, like, horrendous, so...
Don't they just have a torch?
Nope.
I don't know where you're going.
There wasn't one there wasn't one at the lab, there's not one at the stable. I don't know where to get one.
There's one in the lab, like, leaning against the wall, I thought.
What? I was in there and I looked all over.
It might be the different lab. I don't know. One of the labs has a torch leaning against the wall. I thought it was the second one, but I guess I'm not sure.
Man.
Like this random video clip that I found on Facebook of just this person chilling with a whale. The whale is like a couple feet below the surface of the water, pointing straight up, not moving. I don't understand like how it's just sitting there.
What the fuck?
Like, I'll send you a screenshot.
Clearly it's secretly a clip from Blackfish and it's a shock video.
Again.
Like, this thing is just sitting in this position, completely unmoving.
What the fuck?
My favorite whale on the planet.
On planet Earth,
Yes.
specifically.
Oh boy, the Guardian respawned because of the Blood Moon. Guess I get to shield bash it again.
Oh, fun. I was smart though, and I planned ahead, because I brought my laptop to cat sitting, but I have my Monday Skyward Sword video sitting in my, like, drafts, ready to
nice.
publish. Because I was smart and I thought ahead.
Should I become Ball Haunted? I don't get the joke.
Yeah.
Hee-heh.
Yeah.
See anything?
I like your mouse. Yeah.
That's legendary.
Like, it's so stupid.
It is. That's why it's good. Okay. You said leaning against a wall somewhere in here?
Goodbye, Anthony. I had a crush on a guy named
Yep.
Anthony when I was like
It sure is
13.
just right here. I'm glad I wasted the past, like, what, 20 minutes? Anyway, thank you.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I just... Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
And
Some salamanders don't have any place they can go. We all said different things.
That sounded very chaotic on my end.
Same.
what would it be like if this?
What would it be like if I was a... What would it be like if
Stepping on the beach, on the beach, on the beach. Nobody involved knows of beach.
I already forgot where the thing is.
What's that channel that you said you keep getting videos recommended from that you are not interested in watching? It's like man
Man
holding a
carrying
thing.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I've actually watched quite a few more of those. They are like, I would consider them whelming. They're okay.
Yeah.
Like, there was one I saw that was like, oh God, actually, what the fuck was the subject? It was
I like overwhelming.
yeah, it was supposed to be like, you know, how movies always represent depression, and it's just there's a guy laying on the couch with a controller, and his friend walks in and is like, dude, you've been laying on this couch playing video games for
2 hours. Yes.
Your life is out of control. Like,
God. Man, what the fuck is this stupid...
what would it be like if House is 5 years old? Honestly, I thought it was older than that.
Turned 5 a few months ago.
It was from Last Impact, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Which was
I'm
those
currently
bad
rewatching that.
I've tried to watch that playthrough like 4 times. I can't get into it. I don't know why.
Should watch Green Dog.
You can't just have your characters announce how they feel. That makes me feel angry. I've never seen the Green Dog LP either. It's overrated. No, I'm kidding.
It kind of is.
It's overrated by one person. That doesn't make it overrated.
Well, it's overrated in the sense that everybody thinks of it as like the most forgettable LP, but it really isn't. I still think Rockman 2 Exhaust is probably the most forgettable.
Oh yeah, by the way, does anybody have any like suggestions for clips to include on the Big Clips channel? I talked about this in Josh's recent Banjo stream, but
The first random clip that just came to mind was the time that I was like, you should definitely like knock that mafia guy off the building in Hat in Time, and then he did, and then he actually fell off, and then I cried.
good.
Excellent.
I suppose I can look for that one.
Did you get me totally predicting Justin coming in the room and talking about dancing?
Oh
with the
no,
Stars?
we need to do that though. To be fair, yeah, that was in like your old top moments, right?
Yeah.
The one that's like gone.
It was one of the runner-up clips that I just put in there because I thought it was great, even though nobody voted for it. I also included the one from Fire Red Omega where Jordan just burped really loud, and I'm like, oh, now I'm sad. Do you have scrap metal gloves?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bro, where the fuck am I? Bro, we're in a McDonald's hash brown. Prime 3 Pyro Homeworld Chroma Key. Okay.
Oh God.
I think when I was looking for the Bubsy Destroys the World one, I found like I saw that there was a timestamp for that in the comments of the relevant video.
The chroma key was really good.
I think I've seen it once when I was like going through your Twitch clips.
Oh, or the Twitch clip where Jola was playing one of the Tomb Raider streams, it went around a corner, and then there was just like a really terrifying mommy thing.
Oh,
I think I vaguely remember that.
I remember that. I don't remember like what happened though.
I think he just died. So he tried to shoot it and then it killed him.
I liked the part where Lara falls down and dies and fucking plays the secret sound after dying.
Oh yeah. Honestly, I should just go through
like
Twitch clips again and find all instances of those.
Yeah.
You obviously have to have the one where you and Joel are singing, and then I just go, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, what the hell? Why does he get a blue fire weapon? No! Chroma key is how you introduced some of your friends to Josh's content. That's good.
There was way too much Pokemon Emerald in the second like top moments video, but I definitely agree with Decorate Elf and the increasingly large mouse cursor with like all the ads that popped up.
Okay.
Those were pretty good.
I did Decorate Elf, though I called that clip just like, it's time for dress up or whatever. And
I like your Mario Kart video where during the like cops and robbers where I'm just screaming the whole time.
Okay.
That's pretty
do that.
good.
Oh.
Oh, when you sent Wizard Kid and they were doing a lot? Okay, cool.
I'm not suggesting this as a clip, but I have to say it again. Pointy looks like a generic enemy design from, like, a platformer game that somebody made a demo for and posted onto a forum in 2006.
Yeah.
Like, it absolutely does.
Yeah, maybe once I start running out of the actually good clips, I can include that. I mean, that one's good. It's just, I don't know if it's clip worthy, really.
Yeah. It was so fucking specific.
And yet it's completely accurate. Oh, I'm definitely doing the Aqua Teen Hunger Force intro one. Yeah, that's a required one.
Oh yes, I love that.
I actually had a question though, Josh, because there's a few that I wanted to include, stuff like the bottom of the well, like issues, but when you included that one in the top moments or in the honorable mentions or whatever it was, you did sort of like a supercut where you cut it down to like the best parts of it and cut out the stuff in between. Like, I would like, I don't know if I should grab that version from the moments of video, if I should include a longer clip, if I should manually re-edit it myself. Like, I don't know how I should handle that.
Yo, dog, I don't have all the answers, man.
Basically, I'm torn because, like, I feel like it would be weird to re-edit it exactly the same way, but I can't just grab it directly from the video because it has, like, a thing over it that says which video it's from because of the format of the highlights.
This is the one where, you know, is this where I just was failing with the hot water repeatedly?
Yeah.
I see.
And there was another clip that I wanted that had a similar thing where you sort of cut it down from a few different parts of the video. I can't remember which one that was. I want to say it was another Majora's Mask thing, but I'm not sure. Re-edit for the awesome cut. No, it's not related to me. It's the Big Clips channel.
Yoshi's Crafted World is a great game, and I will stand on that hill this month.
Yes.
So I found like a video in my Snapchat folder from like years ago that was just a clip of your Yoshi's Island DS playthrough where you were doing the like Turtle King bit randomly.
Oh, good.
And like the whole Snapchat video is just that. So I guess I took a clip of that and Snapchatted it to somebody at some point, and I find that really funny.
Good shit.
Keys.
I liked the time when we just went through the list of favorited videos on your old YouTube account, and we could just see all the trends that, you know, you would be interested in something for a month and then stop.
Shut up, Misty!
Meanwhile, I hardly ever like and favorite stuff, so...
I mean,
don't
this
think
was
really
back
doing
on, like,
much.
my old letters account, so, like...
Yeah, the Jiffle, Jistful, Jolf, Jolja.
God damn it.
I actually also remember that, but I probably shouldn't.
I like that I'm the one who doesn't.
I haven't thought about it in ages. I'm surprised that I was able to recall it so accurately.
It's really fun when it rains during this mission. I love that this cat has just hung out with me on the bed all day. Like, she gives no fucks. And when I get up, she's like, ooh, where are we going?
How do I even access my favorites?
Do you think somebody would
Should be a
notice
playlist.
if somebody was cat sitting and then they came home and they didn't have a cat anymore?
Yes.
God damn it.
Oh, good. I have 3 favorites, and they're all tutorials for, like, video editing.
Good. Oh yeah, you can buy this stuff here.
Yeah,
boy,
the
I should-
Chainsaw Massacre, Texas.
Oh, I see. Good.
Alright, so now that I've found that, how do I find my liked videos?
What happened? I don't think anything happened.
Everything.
I'm just saying I'm gonna steal the cat if you're... Oh, yeah. I'm just gonna steal the cat and take it home.
There's a piece of cheese inside, and everybody involved knows I can walk. Some salamanders don't have any place they can go.
Yes. Alright, well, whenever I have 6,000 rupees to burn, I guess I'll buy that armor. This labyrinth has been looming down there for long enough. I think we should go take care of it.
Oh no, it's scary.
I would like to see what this island is first, though.
How the fuck do you find your liked videos?
That's also a playlist.
I can't find it though. I have too many playlists.
Should get all the playlists up and then do a Control F, maybe? I don't know. It should be called liked videos.
Why is it so buried?
Probably because you haven't added to it in a long time.
No, I have actually added stuff to it recently.
Flash, did you inherit an island from your family? I knew you were kind of well off, but like, goddamn.
I'm not convinced this playlist exists.
I still don't understand why my first segment of Skyward Sword has 508 views. Why is that so many?
Oh,
People often watch the first parts of things and then not continue.
yeah, I have, most of my LPs have, like, several hundred views on the first video, and then it rapidly drops off. If you go to my, like, most watched videos, almost all of them are first parts of my LPs or streams. For some reason the streams get more views. I assume it's just because you post them on your Twitter. But...
Thank you for the link. I was just curious what my what some of my older likes were. I apparently only have 80. The oldest one is Captain Falcon song, which I'm pretty sure is just playing the Fire Emblem song from Melee with show you moves over it.
right.
Love it.
There's an Auto Mario Japanese level. Here's Racism in the Mushroom Kingdom.
Yeah.
Boston Dynamics Big Dog. Here's Faux-Ho Bow Gods.
Can you actually enter the labyrinth from down here?
I have
like...
one video, and it's every normal type Pokemon explained.
Good.
Why did I like that?
Didn't you
I
have-
didn't mean to.
Didn't you have one of those on, like accidentally broadcast the audio to, like, a Bluetooth speaker or something?
Yeah, it was different Pokemon genders, I think. Because people just decide that they're gonna use my speaker, and my Bluetooth is always connected, just like if it turns on, like, it'll connect to my thing, because that's how it works. And so, like, it's been happening where I've done, like, where I've been watching, like, stupid Pokemon YouTube videos, or, like, the other one was like an audiobook, and people are like, oh, why is this thing changing? Like, what is playing? And I'm downstairs like, why is my thing keep pausing?
Is there a way in here via the boat? It's kind of not looking like it.
What is this flashing bird flashing for? You see the police. Wait, why the fuck did I like Animorphs in the Age of Trump? Get that the fuck out of here.
What?
It's just a Pop Arena video. Like, he did reviews of all of the Animorphs books, and I watched through all those, and I generally liked them. Because that was before he was massively
Oh,
fucking
you can climb on
PC.
this, okay.
And then, like, years later, he did, like, a revisit of the series, and it's
A
like, let's
review.
look at the... Yeah, let's look at the context of the series again, now under a different political climate. And it's like, no. I watched it, and it pissed me off.
Yeah, because he was like, it was so insensitive of me to call this stupid character stupid, because they're
Yeah.
black, so I can't do that.
Yeah, that
So,
is exactly what he said.
I didn't want to just ask how many there were, so I googled how many Animorph books are there, and
It's
the
like,
first
it's like
thing that
57,
comes up
right?
is like, why do you need to read Animorphs in 2022?
Because it's good. But, no, yeah, I think there's like 50 something, and there's like a few side books. There's a lot.
Ooh, the otter. It looks like this says 54.
Okay, yeah.
So
So 54 plus the, I think there's 4 or 5 Megamorphs books, and then there's 4 like closer.
what are
looks
these
at the
FAQs?
characters. What are you looking at?
FAQ. Can I read Animorphs books? Do any of the Animorphs die? Does David
Yes.
die?
Actually, does
Who
David
is
die?
David?
David is the 7th Animorph, who was a bastard.
I was reading it, and as you said 7th Animorph, I read and became the 7th Animorph.
Yeah. Yeah, he was some random jackass that found the cube that gives people the morphing technology, and he was going to try to, like, sell it on eBay. And then a bunch of
And
the,
then all they
like...
got was a burnt box.
Yes.
He soon
Yeah.
proved to be reckless and sociopathic, trying to betray and afterward murder the Animorphs.
Yeah, he was...
It doesn't say if he died, so I guess he doesn't.
Well, they trapped him in Mouse Morph, and then, like... There was a book later on in the series where, like, somebody had a dream that he, like, came back and, like, somehow controlled an army of rats, and they're like, but wait, that doesn't make sense. Rats don't have sapience. And, like, I forget what, it was like some alternate reality or, like, an illusion, or I don't remember what the fuck it was.
Oh, this has the ISBN numbers with them. I don't know why that's... Sorry, never mind.
Yeah, exploits.
Yeah.
They stopped in 2001?
Yep.
Oh.
I thought it was older than that. I thought it was like a 90s thing.
It started
Well,
in
they
the
started
90s.
in 96.
Yeah.
What? Bitch published 54 books between June 1996 and May 2001.
Jordan, you can say it's mild to prony Friendship is Magic. We won't judge you.
I mean, a lot of them were ghost written, but yeah.
Mm.
Surprisingly enough, it's
5
actually.
years. That's like 10 a year.
I mean, yeah, I think they release once per month.
Wow.
Like they are short, but still. I think after like the 25th or something, they started using ghostwriters, other than like a couple exceptions, which were still from Applegate.
Oh yeah, it says there. This has a list of all the ghostwriters on it too.
Yeah, it's surprising that those are actually documented. I thought usually they weren't.
Yeah. 1 to 24 doesn't have a ghostwriter, and 26, 32, 53, and 54 also don't have ghostwriters.
I like how I know which ones those are. So,
God, how
like,
is this thing so stupid? I'm right here.
Because 26 is
go.
like, a pretty important one. I can
It's
understand
the
why she
attack.
wrote that. Yeah. Then the last two make sense. 52 is just the fucking stupid one where Rachel splits into two people because she morphs starfish and gets cut in half, and then each half
Oh
morphs
my
back.
god! I love that because it also has like who narrates the books, like which character, and 32, Rachel, split between nice Rachel and mean Rachel.
Yeah. Other than like the last 10 or so books, you can always tell like who the narrator is just by the number of the book, because it always goes in a set order. But yeah, that one was so fucking stupid. She like drops a ring into a tide pool, and is like, "Oh no, I need to get this ring back. What can I do? I'll morph something to go into the pool and find it." And she morphs a fucking starfish, which doesn't even have eyes. And then some random kid cuts her in half with a shovel, and then both halves demorph, and so now there's two of her. The book is just extremely fucking contrived. Like, it's like usually the series is a little bit more serious than this. Other than the one where Cassie fucking talks to a ghost, the one where they go to Atlantis, the one with magical talking whales.
Oh, I think I remember one where they had to like turn into some water creature, I think dolphins, to like escape from sharks or something. Did that happen?
Yeah, that
or
might
maybe
have been
they
the
had to
magic
turn
talking
into
whales,
Maybe. I don't know. I read a few of them. I don't think I ever read them in any order, and I don't remember a lot of them.
Yeah, that was kind of my experience, is I would just read the ones that I could happen to find at the library, so they were never in order.
Oh my gosh, she's twitching. Are you having a dream? That's so cute.
The Cassie ones were always the worst because she's boring as fuck.
Oh.
Yeah, just eat some raw
It's
meat
like when
here.
you're reading a book with multiple POVs and then it switches to a chapter that has like a boring character and you're like, ugh, why? But for the whole book.
Me during some parts of reading A Song of Ice and Fire.
That's why I struggle with POV books a lot of the time, because like there's usually like a character or two that I'm super into, and then there's just like this one character that I just do not give a fuck about their story.
Isn't the dinosaur one really bad? Kind of. That one was, I think that's Megamorphs too. It's one of the, like, supposed to be the big spectacle ones. The plot of that one is just fucking stupid. There's, like... I want to say there's just a nuke that goes off, like, in the ocean off the coast of California. Like, and somehow this causes them to travel back in time.
Oh, okay,
and
yeah, sure.
So they're just, millions of years in the past, and it's like the last few days before like the meteor destroyed the dinosaurs.
You told me about this, yeah.
And like normally in the series, the way morphing works is like if you morph to an animal and then back, like any injuries that you may have had are now gone because you're just basically reconstituting your DNA. It doesn't like remember injuries. But for some reason in this book, the rules are different. And so, like,
I hate when that happens.
It's like, it's because we're in the past. It's like, okay, why does that matter? I don't know. It was just stupid. The whole thing was just. It was supposed to be like an excuse to have them just fight dinosaurs and stuff, but they didn't even really do that.
In one of the Dresden books, Harry uses necromancy to reanimate a T-Rex skeleton at a museum and uses it to ride into battle.
Good.
It's kind of maybe one of my favorite scenes. It's definitely my favorite early book, Dresden book. Book.
See, I was always confused by why these were labyrinths, because I didn't do them properly. I just flew in from above and found, like, the end.
The end.
Anyway, yeah, I'm just Ronald McDonalding it right now, because I don't know what the solution is.
Yeah. Cashing in on the Jurassic Park dino craze, yeah. He also got really pissed off at the fact that,
Really?
So, like, in the book, they find this, like, alien race that's living on prehistoric Earth, and, Tobias basically kills them all by, like...
Oh, yeah.
Letting a nuclear strike wipe them out.
It would be wrong to change history.
Stop it. Yeah, he's like, history shows that these, like, there's no trace of these, so, like, this was supposed to happen, I can't interfere. And so Greg, the reviewer guy, is, like, really pissed off at this, because he's like, you know, this is basically just genocide. And
yeah.
It's, like, kind of justifiably so, but, man, it's time travel shit. I don't know how, like... Really, the book just should have never happened, because it has no impact on anything.
Oh my god, you're so cute.
Also, the race of aliens were basically crab people.
I thought they were slugs.
Well, the main villains are. The ones that they find in the dinosaur book are crab people.
I see.
I should probably carry a torch with me, shouldn't I? If I'm gonna carry deck relief. Crab people.
Say it with me now. This is the book where it turns out they're all dogs or something.
Dog base.
I like dog base.
Not happy with this giant snaking path over here.
The first couple episodes are really rough. Oh yeah, because he does the Batman voice. Oh god, I forgot about that. Yeah, whenever he's... Like, it was his first videos, I think, and, like, whenever he reads passages from the book, he always does it in a fucking Batman voice to, like, differentiate it from his normal voice.
Oh my god.
And so he eventually retired this after a few books, but it was kind of bad.
Yeah. I'm listening to the Dresden books through Audible right now, and, like, the audio quality is just so bad in the first, like, 3.
Isn't using Audible considered, like, sacrilegious as a librarian?
I mean... debatable.
No.
I'm literally... I get all my audiobooks from Libby because they're free and borrowed from the library, and then I don't have to pay $50 for an audiobook. But I really want to have the Dresden audiobooks to keep, So
to
I'm
have.
like using my free Audible credits until I have all of the Dresden books, and then I was going to unsubscribe. Because you get to keep all of the books that you get, like, even if you don't have a subscription. Because, like, you bought them, they're yours.
Okay, I've been here. This is the part that had the Guardian.
I'm trying to think of other Animorphs related things to bitch about. Unfortunately, not much is coming to mind.
Mm.
Wait a minute, did I end up back at the long snaking path again? What the fuck? How is that possible? I'm following the left wall.
Stop knocking on the door. What do you fucking want? I'm not here. Nobody is here. Nobody exists visibly in this house.
Did I fuck up somewhere?
There is a cat. That's it.
Maybe they have business with the cat.
Well, she should have told me she was having visitors then.
Oh, I'm stupid. Of course it loops around like that, because it's the fucking... Okay, I'm stupid.
Scan in. Scan in.
Some salamanders don't have any place they can go. Like, stop climbing onto the walls. I want a little bunny rabbit to have.
Do you even know what that's from?
I don't remember.
I don't know if I've ever explained it. It's from a Bugs Bunny cartoon with a very obnoxious little Red Riding Hood character
Good.
that dances around going da 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 na 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 da 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 na 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 na.
Oh my god.
I saw a guy do this in a toothpaste ad once. Ta-da!
Eat shit.
I love the description that someone made in the comments of just smacking the microphone with a 2x4.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Cat noises are excellent.
She is very cute.
Ah, keys.
He's...
I mean, in most games there isn't a difference unless you count the bad bats. I don't know, they're just different species that look similar. Though I think that they're like usually mutually exclusive, right? Except for Zelda 1, like the games don't tend to have both keys and bats or bad bats.
Zelda 1 doesn't have bats either. Those are exclusive to Zelda Classic.
Oh really? Why do they have them?
I don't know.
Weird.
Yeah, they were a 192 enemy.
Just like Patcha 3. Have we explained the Patcha 3 thing on video before? I don't think we have.
I don't know, but it was pretty good.
So basically I was like going through and looking at like I have a bad habit of doing this in general. I always need to know, like, what's being said about me and, you know, people I'm, like, I know and stuff like that. Especially, like, Josh with, you know, how, like, we do all the stuff together and whatnot. And I was going through the POZC, I want to say Discord, looking up mentions of Josh and of Bikdip's adventure and stuff like that. And I found, some people talking about BA3, and they're like, oh, I heard the, you know, that they're making it in 192. And they're like, oh, why? You know, they have all these features in the newer versions. And someone else was like, I don't know, but it doesn't really bode well, you know? I mean, what can they do with 192 to, like, to make the quest harder and, like, you know, do stuff they haven't done with in BA2? What can they possibly add? What did 192 add? It added, like, patch of 3s and stuff. Oh, God, I hope it doesn't become one of those quests that, like, you know, just uses all these horribly balanced 192 enemies. And, like, I don't know why they assumed this. Like, I mean, I guess if they haven't seen the videos, then, okay, I can understand them not necessarily knowing that we're going to be doing all this, like, technical stuff. But why is their assumption, like, oh, no, they're probably doing it in 192 to use fucking Patra 3s?
Yeah, and,
Patra
like... 3 is specifically, like, if you don't remember what Patra is, it's the boss that's, like, a small thing with, like, 8 other small things orbiting it, where you have to, like, kill all the outside ones. Patra 3 is specifically one that has, like, 2 layers of them, and I think it also shoots fireballs.
Yeah.
It's really annoying to deal with. I do not plan on having any in the game. Like, but apparently that's the main reason I'm using 192, is to include bullshit enemies like that.
I also just like the assumption that they're like, okay, why are they making a BA3? Obviously, like, you know, to develop a series, you make the next one even harder than the last one. I just like that, and by like, I mean find incredibly stupid, that mindset, that they're like, why are they making BA3? Oh, probably to make another one that's harder than BA2. It's like, BA2 is not even hard. BA2 existed to
toilet.
explore, like, some, you know, unique and interesting ideas you had. Like...
No, no.
There should be one Patra 3 in the game, and it's, like, after the credits.
What do you think you're doing? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, it kind of is like that, huh? So anyway, that's the tale of that. I think I have gone on there, and, you know, during a different conversation I mentioned that I saw people talking about the patch of 3s, and, talked about that a little bit, and explained why we were confused. Oh my god.
I actually need to get going here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's 6, so I need to get ready to, like, go get dinner and stuff.
Alright. Okay. I'm not sure what to do, because this is like as far from a good stopping point as anything, because...
I mean, you can keep going without me. Like, I figure you wouldn't go further than clearing out the labyrinth or whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh!
During the credits, and if you lose, you have to beat the final boss again. God.
Which one?
Oh, shit! Spoilers.
I mean, I've talked about that before, but
yeah. Alright, well, see ya, I suppose.
Yeah, I will be around, I guess, for the multi-world. God, okay.
No, you're not gonna be up before that? I guess not, fair enough.
No, I mean, I'll have to get up a bit before it, because I need to get, like, all my shit ready, but yeah. I hope everything for that is taken care of. Everybody has, you know, confirmed that they've gotten the emulator working, and they've been able to connect to the server. Araho is apparently currently having problems with getting BizHawk to work at all from the computer that he wants to use, but,
We'll work that out. Anyway, yeah, tune in for that tomorrow, guys. That's at 1 p.m. Central, 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. UK time, 8 p.m. like Central European time.
When are we generating the seed?
I don't know. Would you like me to do so, like, tonight, or...?
Yeah, probably go ahead and do that. I'm a little concerned that with it containing 19 people, it's gonna, like, have difficulty finding a working seed, because doesn't it have like a chance to fail?
Ooh, I'm not actually sure. It might.
So yeah, I guess try to do that. And you can
Okay, I'll do that after the stream then. Yeah.
But yeah, I
When
think
should we
everything else should
give
be
out the
good.
seeds to people?
Or
Or like
I mean,
give the link
I can post them like
as soon as it's
after
ready?
the stream or something.
Okay.
Kat, are you in the sink?
I
mean,
suppose
guess
yeah.
that's fine.
I suppose we can test differences in the start. Once after we generated it, and then after we confirmed that, like, you know, it works fine for the two of us, we'll get other people to generate theirs. Okay.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna go.
Alright, see you, Josh.
I should probably also go. I've been being called,
Okay.
so.
I see how it is. That's fine.
No!
I'm winding you up, go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll talk to you
Goodbye,
later.
y'all.
Bye. I will continue doing this until I find the shrine, though I anticipate that I could be here for a little while longer. And then I just find it around the next corner. I don't know. At least 30 minutes right to stream? Ah, well, I was thinking of doing it now, which is like, you know, good over 12 hours before the stream. Oh? I am apparently nearby. Near enough for the shrine tracker to start going off. Oh, am I just back at the start? Oh my god. Isn't that the shrine? Oh my god. Oh, okay. Well, I think I'm gonna end it here anyway, because I just fucking looped back to the beginning, and I couldn't find it. If there is a simple path from the beginning, then I don't know what it is, because I fucking explored both halves of this pretty thoroughly. I don't know how to do it. Now it's raining, so I can't even climb up even if I wanted to. Oh, what do you mean there's one of these scanner things? Oh, it scans the top, I see. So it's like trying to stop you from doing that. Well, I'm probably still gonna do that. My guidance patrol at the top. Doesn't help, yeah. Yeah, I can't really carry this stream off solo commentary anyway. I'm probably just gonna start back up there and then try to see if I can fly down to the top of the labyrinth. Yeah. Thanks for coming along. Next time I'll try to sort out this labyrinth to start with, and then we'll continue exploring Akkala, because there's still a fair amount of it I haven't really gone into depth about. I could do the Tingle Islands, I could do this peninsula thingy, some more stuff around here, these waterfalls and stuff like that. Yeah. And then from there potentially go somewhere else as well. So yeah, once again, thanks for coming. Hope you have a good night. Be sure to tune into the multi-world tomorrow. Once again, that's 1 p.m. Central, 2 p.m. Eastern. I suppose noon Mountain Time, 11 a.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. UK time, 8 p.m. Central European time, and if I didn't list your time zone, then apologies. Calculate it for yourself. So yeah. Glad you enjoyed the stream, Jordan. Goodbye.